Alright, catching everybody up. You successfully help the dwarves collect a treasured artifact from their sunken home city. You managed to get through the Fool's Gate, immediately attacked by goblins, and quickly joined by Oldstaff's granddaughter, Liv, who has now joined the party on the other side of the closed door. You killed a lumbering Umber Hulk after finally realizing that you could just close your eyes. And there you are. Finally, you've reached into the Underdark, the dark, jagged terrain, lightless, devoid of any sort of ambient visibility like you had in the Dwarven tunnels. There doesn't seem to be any glowing mushrooms or anything like that here.
Good thing we don't have dark vision.
No. The ground is jagged and rough. Those without thick boots, you can feel the sharp, pointy, jagged nature of everything around you. It's very inhospitable and jet black stone, like obsidian itself, just creating these strange, difficult to distinguish caverns, and there's always some nook or cranny somewhere that's shaded and dark, even with those with dark vision, that leaves something out of view at times. You had just breached through the door, fought off a bunch of enemies. There was a path to the left, and there was a path to the right where the enemies had come from, initially. After just finishing the battle, Joe Rag jumped into a hole to finish the beasts, and there you are.
Well, now that we have another frontline fighter, I would like to request that we take a short rest so I can modify my armor.
I'm with him. I'm at 18 hit points, so I would very much appreciate this.
You didn't take any damage. You did expend a third level fireball, though. Okay. You killed a bunch of goblins.
Because they all said they wouldn't attack you as they ran.
You can choose not to harm allies, right?
I can shoot. Yeah, for evocation.
You did it on yourself.
Okay, yeah.
That's why.
He dropped the fireball right on himself, and
You were surrounded by goblins, and you're like, oh, fireball.
What is?
Yeah.
Alright.
Alright, I'll miss you.
Thank you. Now I play for me.
He looks over his spell scroll. While you guys take a short rest, you can expend your hit dice if you have any.
Alright, armor model is now Infiltrator.
Isn't that gross?
Yeah.
Alright.
You paid sites using things correctly.
Alright, so 1d10. 7. So.
Don't choke on the coffee.
Cool.
That helps. Alright. You're there in the inky blackness. Again, no visible light. You do hear the occasional skittering of a creature in the distance, or dripping light, or dripping water. The caverns themselves seem to really carry sound in your near vicinity before it gets dispersed amongst the jagged rocks itself.
Yeah, that's Constitution modifier.
What's that?
He's spending hit dice also.
Wait. Do we add Constitution or anything? Or?
To your hit dice, yeah.
Oh, hell. I didn't know that.
You should really read the rules at some point.
Per hit dice used.
Okay, yeah, because I just have 1d10 per level. So 1d10 plus charisma.
It's,
You
plus,
roll a
plus, every d10 you roll, every hit dice you roll is
A d10.
That result
Yeah,
plus your con
I was
modifier.
doing that. I wasn't adding the con modifier. Well, then.
I cut that out every time you said it because, my fans, they get jiggy.
Okay.
Your one fan is me.
I know.
I'm gonna have to start listening to these.
It's also.
I've subscribed to it, so every time he posts one, I just go right in and like
I thought
it.
I did, but I guess I didn't.
Maybe you didn't ring the bell?
Maybe not.
I said
Hit that like button.
down.
What's that?
Hit that. Is it ring the bell? Hit that like button.
Yeah.
Share with your friends.
Goblins in
Comment.
the basement.
The basement. Alright. Short rest is had. Anyone doing anything during the short rest, or you just sitting there breathing heavy?
Well, I changed my armor model, so now I'm not the slowest one in the party anymore. Yay! Infiltrator armor gives me an additional 5 walking speed.
I asked this last time, but can I use my axe as a torch?
Oh, can I
No.
cast light on his axe?
Yes, you can.
he now has a fiery axe. That's one of the things that he bought.
Oh,
Adds fire damage on a crit.
Well-
No, it doesn't just
You know,
you have to
constantly.
keep critting.
okay, I was just curious.
Just keep printing yourself.
So it's not like the what's that one sword, the flame tongue?
Right.
No, it's a special occasion.
I know we all have
Yes.
some sort of
The
dark
extra
vision here, but
speed
yes,
for
I
the
would like to
Grand Sea,
have
does that
some kind of torch.
Just get added
Because-
to
I
it.
mean, you have
so if
torches,
you
I'm pretty
dash,
sure they
you
usually
can
come with a standard
double that
set.
as well.
Yes.
I don't have torch written down, but
Howard
maybe I
steps
didn't add
with
it.
what
I
needs to
think
be-
most packs have.
I have rope.
Did you write down the pack or the contents of the pack?
The contents of the pack is what I wrote down.
Okay.
Uh-oh.
Oh,
Ooh, going
Swung in the
downstairs.
wall. Smack down here.
Goblin Slayer has gone downstairs.
Rest in peace, Billy.
I'm back. All right. So, which path are you taking, the left or the right?
I vote right.
Yeah, I vote for right, the direction they came from.
Yes.
Probably leads deeper.
Thank you.
All right.
Captain.
So who's taking the lead on that path? What's your marching order?
I'll walk first.
Joe Rag usually does.
I'll stay behind him, or like,
Second.
All right. How are we going? Are we doing 1 by 1 or 2 by 2? What are we doing?
How wide's
Um,
that?
Are you sure you don't want
It's
to bring up
pretty
the
wide.
rear?
You saw it a little bit last time. It's probably like 30 feet wide, but it's irregular. It sort of shifts in and out, and there's no like. It's not a path. It is a jagged assortment of rocks that you have to maneuver through.
Because if we had one of us at each end.
okay, fine, I'm at the back.
Okay. Joe Rag at the front, Liv at the back.
Can I have a snack?
I'm behind Joe.
No.
I need you to draw my wizard like that. Night vision.
I don't even know who that is.
Did you bring her for art?
Yes, he
You
did.
brought your own fan art?
Yes.
Well done, sir.
Oh, who are you?
That's-
My little finger.
All right.
Alright, so
Um,
we've got
You got a front
he,
and your
he
back.
who shall not be called by his real name in front.
Yes. Joe Rag.
And Young Hammer in the back.
Who's taking second? Who's
Me.
taking third? Okay, second is
I'll
Mr.
be
Cat.
I'll be third.
Third, taking up
Safely
the
in
middle.
I'll be right in front of the wizard.
Okay, not
So
third
fourth?
then. You just got kicked
I
back.
got like fourth.
Well,
And
if
you're
she's,
behind me?
if she's bringing up the rear to protect his ass, and I'm the other back row one now.
My hammer's probably as big as you are. So.
Yeah.
It's relatively your size, which is just a little bit shorter than his size. All right.
There's a dick joke in there somewhere.
We wish. So how are we approaching this? Joe Rag, since you're in the lead, you sort of set the pace for this. Are you going stealthy, or are you just going flame out, trying to
So,
see what's going on?
Is my weapon a lit?
You want me to cast a light on it?
Yes, please.
I'm gonna cast a light on Joe Rags.
Thank you.
I don't
So-
know if this is a wise idea, but whatever.
I don't want stuff to drop on us.
Ooh.
There's a bigger chance of that happening if they see us coming from a mile away.
Cast light on
Can't he
hoppers.
climb the wall?
Technically, yes, I
Oh,
can.
yeah, you do have hoppers.
I do have hoppers. Cool.
Yeah, he's gonna walk on the ceiling actually.
On the
Yes.
ceiling?
That's one
Yeah,
of the-
he got
I have
shoes.
spider climb now.
Actually, he got him, and he was like, "I'm gonna give them to him."
Apparently,
we found that in the
smart to
vault
give
of
that to the road.
Yeah, the vault that had all the money.
Is there a limit to how long I can do that? Or?
Nope.
Sweet.
Do you move
I
at your
just-
normal pace?
Yes.
What?
You can
It
just walk
basically
on
makes
walls
my
and
climb
ceilings now.
speed my walk speed.
It's an attunement item, and it doesn't do anything else. But yeah, he can walk on walls. He's
And-
Spider-Man.
For
And
roads,
ceilings.
it's pretty awesome.
Have you ever like wall climbed? You go slow as shit wall climbing,
Yeah.
but
Fucker's
just walk.
just-
Yeah, just.
Yeah.
And like I keep saying, and ceilings too. He can walk literally on the ceiling.
You're marching forward, big light out in front of you. Joe Rag gets a pretty good look. I need a perception check.
All right, dice, don't fail me now.
Spider cat, spider.
Ooh, is that a 1/8?
Nobody knows.
All right.
I've never seen a number.
I
that
have
big.
not. All right, so perception is wisdom. All right, so 20.
20? Well done. I think you're trained in it too. You sure it's just +2?
Actually, you know what? No, it's 5. 23.
23, very good. You notice up ahead, there's a bit of a clearing. Some of the stones seem to have been pounded flatter to make it a bit more comfortable, and it's a setup of a sort of a camp. Has the smell hit you first?
Oh boy.
Piles of rotten dead things.
Nice.
Sort of assembled in hunks and piles together, while you see two larger creatures in the middle, sort of tearing apart and casually gnawing on some of the bits and pieces. No light again. Sort of humanoid, they seem like. So you see arms, a head, torso sort of things, with a bit elongated arms and things like that, hunched over. Clearly not a human, but humanoid in nature. And you see them in front of you. They don't seem to have noticed you yet, because you caught it pretty far ahead, and your night vision lets you see pretty far with the addition of the light. What would you like to do?
How far out are we?
You're maybe 60 feet out from where they are.
What do you guys want to say hello from a distance?
What do they look like again?
They sound like Dro.
Oh,
Well, that's what it sounds like to me, but I could be wrong.
I'm not. I vote no. They are not well known for being nice.
I mean, we're walking up on them, so either our options are attack from a distance or walk up to them and attack them.
We're just going upstairs.
Yeah.
Well, who else has an opinion here? Try and make nice, or just try and get the drop?
Alright, well, if someone wants to hail them in Undercommon and see how it goes.
I got underground.
Alright, yeah.
I,
well,
yeah. Are you the only one that doesn't have undercoat?
I can speak Common, Orc, and Dorvish.
You can only speak Dwarvish because of your beard.
I know.
And the belt.
I have a belt called the Belt of Dwarvenkind. Oh, damn it! It was a short rest. Every long rest, I get the roll, and if I pass the roll, I get a thicker beard. But also,
It's gonna be dragging.
it also gives me +2 Constitution in saving rolls versus poison.
Really?
Yeah,
You got that a little bit late.
I did. But yeah, I mean,
snake.
I'd be fine to be the meat shield and walk up non-aggressively if someone wants to hail the.
You're a gigantic orc. I don't think
I
any of
will-
you is not.
I will leave that to the actual party member with charisma. Yeah, me with my 10 is not going to be a very well
Yeah,
good
he's
talker.
still the most charismatic.
All right, Kitty.
Yeah, the wall's about 20 feet high in here. Again, irregular as the rest of the
Yeah, just
but
hail
you're
them.
you're a
So,
part of the conversation.
Just hail them from the ceiling.
Do you want to
Hey,
try to
that's
be?
actually not a bad idea.
Hey
So-
guys!
Hello down there.
You walk up and shout, "Hello down there."
Yes, I am going to approach them.
How
While
close do
standing
you
on
get
the
before
ceiling.
you start shouting?
Like if they're here, I am up on the ceiling, like about
Roll for
I wanna say,
initiative.
10 feet away, give or take.
10 feet back.
Yeah.
Are you gonna sneak up, or are you just casually walking over?
Casually walk.
Okay. You
General
get about
Kitty.
20 feet away before the two figures jut their head over to you very fast, and you see. Shouldn't talk to them. I need everybody to roll initiative.
Roll initiative.
Yeah, drow or not.
Alright,
I was
time.
I was
And
walking.
Not drow.
Oh, they're not.
No, 2 large trolls.
Oh!
Well then.
How do you confuse?
Should've-
We confuse trolls and drows.
Should have done a
Because
perception
we
on
listened
that
to
one.
the orc.
I have 8 intelligence.
God damn it! Oh, that was.
He's like, sounds like drow to me.
5.
14.
wow, I actually beat him.
I beat him to it.
I'm not matching any of this shit now.
Thank God for my boost.
You still beat me, I think.
No, I haven't. I'm just.
What is that on the die? Is that a 5?
5 on the die plus 8.
Yeah, you still beat me.
13 initiative.
Oh, I like that one better.
I got a 4 on the die +1, so.
An 8 on the die plus 2, so 10.
I got a 10 too. I got 8 and +2.
Alright, so I guess since we both have the same dex and what, I guess it's a roll off. Or wait, what is your actual dex score?
14
Yeah.
+2.
Another roll. We're tied in every
Did you
way.
guys tie last
So
time
it would-
too?
Just a roll to see who gets higher to decide who goes first.
You guys tied last time
15.
you did this.
13.
Alright, so I go, then Liv.
Bringing up the rear.
I love having a plus 8 to initiative.
Gross.
Shut up, cat.
You know what the worst part is, right? When he hits his ability score, if he chose the alert feat, then it would turn into a plus 13 for initiative.
He's essentially Puss in Boots.
Yes.
Oh. The agreement for me having a character was I started at level 6, but I'm not taking experience until you guys level up to 6. Since you guys were so close.
I gotcha.
And unless we fight some really good stuff, it's still gonna take like 2 sessions.
Whatever.
Yeah, we're either gonna get it this one or not.
We're fighting trolls, so let's take out some trolls and then get
Just
some.
internet trolls.
Well played, sir.
Those are the worst kinds. No matter how much you bash them, they won't go down.
Dave, does your tabaxi have any kind of markings?
How did you say he was designed?
Initially when I designed him, I actually said he was like markings of like a white tiger.
Okay.
White tiger.
All right,
Yeah.
so I was keeping pace with him on the ground a little behind him. I wasn't letting him walk.
Will you put me at the back, please?
This you?
Yes.
Just back here. See.
Back here?
I was at the end, apparently.
Yeah, she's like behind the wizard, making sure nothing gets in from behind.
Yeah.
There are large creatures. As you see, big snout, sharp teeth, extra long arms, almost reaching down to their feet with long, sharp claws. Green skin, dark green skin, just wearing some like tattered cloth for clothing, and long black hair. As they look up with their snarling snout and they start screeching at you. Alright, what were those initiatives again? Highest?
Not me.
I think it was Eric.
14.
Or Dave?
14.
And right behind him with 13.
Alright.
So I can't roll, but I have a good plus to it, so that helps.
Who's next?
Me and Liv tied. We did a roll off, and I got before her.
Okay.
I
And
wonder
then
who
Joe
that
Rag
is.
bringing up the rear.
5.
Okay. Alright. So, this troll actually goes first.
Oh boy.
That's impressive.
How high can it reach?
I was gonna say,
It's
yes,
large.
It's a
tall
large
enough to reach.
creature
Large
with
creature.
really long arms.
Gotcha.
So it swipes at you.
Oh boy.
Shaped pinata.
It makes 2 claws attacks against you. What's your AC?
18.
Both hit.
Holy crap!
Dead cat.
Maybe.
I'm gonna roll well today.
Wait, can I save him? I can't save him, but...
Yeah, you haven't raged yet, so you can't do the guardian thing.
Oh, is that only in rage?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think so.
Oh, it makes 3 attacks,
What
but
did
it can't reach you with a bite.
If
tries
you're
to
raging.
snap at you, but it
No.
misses the bite. The 2 claw attacks do hit though, and they do more damage. If I could roll for damage. Huh, that was weird. I rolled 2 1s and 2 5s.
Have the 5s.
You don't know which is which, so the first damage that comes and hits you is 6 damage. And then after that you take 14 damage.
Yeah, I will have that.
Uncanny dodge from the ceiling.
Interesting.
That brings us to
You have it at 7.
I forgot your name. Dorn's turn.
Dorn Tallstag. Alright, so I don't want to cast Mage Armor just yet, because I'm safely in the back. So I think I'm going to go ahead and cast Flaming Sphere.
Boss.
That is a good choice against rolls.
What are these red things?
Oh, those are piles of bodies.
Okay.
Oh.
I'm going to place it
If only we had a necromancer.
right there.
They are torn to shreds. Just you can't even tell what they were anymore. Probably goblins, probably a bunch of things, just all thrown into piles. Looks like they've been both eating them and sleeping in them and just hanging out with corpses.
Oh God.
Yeah, they smell disgusting.
Yep.
Alright, what am I going to do? Sorry. Alright, so I cast it. Boom. Fireball. And where's my character? Where's my character? And what am I doing? Casting a spell. Spells. Alright.
Stampede.
I'm
Flaming
worried about
sphere.
the roof.
Let's see, because the bonus action, when you move the sphere, you can direct it over barriers or about.
You can move it with a
Alright, so When it ends its turn within any creature that ends its turn within 5 feet of the sphere must make a dexterity saving throw.
So it's going to be on his turn.
Yeah, at the end of his turn.
All right. Then you got a bonus action.
Yeah, I don't want to do anything. I don't got anything to do.
Well, if he can move it as a bonus action, he can ram it into the one that's next to you if he wants to.
But I don't need to because I guess I can move it and cast it. You know what? Let me go. Because they're large creatures, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yaw, like that.
There you go.
It's adjacent to both. Cool. That brings us to Mr. Cat.
Okay, so I am currently on the ceiling. I guess they can reach me, but I can't reach them, or how does that work?
They are about 10 feet away from you.
Yeah.
So yes, he has very long arms. That's why he can reach you.
Wow.
And how high up is he?
They are.
No, like the cat. How
Oh,
high?
he's 20 feet up. So he's about 10 feet
If you
tall.
made a
He's
good
15 feet from the ground.
If you made a good acrobatics check, he might let you off easy with that.
Yeah, I was just about to say, if I just drop, am I going to take a lot of falling damage for that?
Land on his head, Legolas.
I'm gonna say, especially because you're a cat,
All
you
right.
land on your feet.
Okay. I will take that.
Is there an opportunity attack dropping from the ceiling?
He's not leaving his space.
Okay.
He's moving into it.
Okay.
So, no. So you do a quick flip over. I mean, you can roll for cool points, but no, that's up to you. If you roll a 1, you'll fuck it.
Bounce off his head and go to the ground.
Land in the Black Widow pose.
The what pose?
Ah, halfway, decent.
What'd you
10
do? 10?
Plus.
For coolness points.
Oh.
I thought
Pretty
you were...
average
No,
flip.
that was not for an attack yet. Now my attack roll is going to be.
Ooh, that hits.
Yo.
Plus 8, that is.
Oh, geez, 25.
25.
Yeah.
Yeah, that'll hit.
Cool.
If that didn't, I'd be afraid.
Oh yeah. I'm
His
using my
AC is
short
46.
sword- Using that.
Not even the
short sword
Tarrasque is
now,
AC is that high.
Alright.
Experience your doom. Jesus Christ.
Holy crap.
Let's see, 8, 12.
His sneak attack is gross.
Yeah, 18 plus.
His max dex is
Plus-
another 5.
No, it's plus 6 because this
Alright,
is my
plus 1 weapon.
Plus
Yeah, my plus
so
1 weapon, so-
24.
24 damage.
Yeah.
Poke.
Good hit.
And it's magical too.
Now it's a short sword. I don't know if that's a poke. I think that's actually a slash. Now.
Yeah. So you slash at it and you like actually lop off its hand as it
Oh, wow.
drops to the ground and starts squirming and wriggling.
Ew.
That takes us to the other troll's turn. Dex save. What's the DC?
Wait, I thought that was when he ended his turn.
Yeah, when it ends its turn within
Oh.
5 feet.
Alright. Well then I take it back.
Eh.
I'm going to go over, squish, squish,
Oh, no.
come right up on you.
And he's going to do 3 full attacks.
Of course.
Bye, Mr. Cat.
Bite first.
Miss.
That's a 19
Yeah.
plus. So that's going to hit.
He is rolling really good on the attack rolls tonight.
Yeah. Oh, that's great for me.
We're all gonna do.
That does 8 damage. And then 2 claw attacks coming at you. 1 will hit, 1 will miss.
Every time he says claw attack, I start thinking of Agumon from the video game.
Yeah.
That is 9 damage.
I will cut that in half.
Alright.
I forget, is that round down or up?
That round's advantage goes to aggressor, so up.
Yeah, so 5 damage.
And that's the end of his turn. Roll that saving throw. Does a 17 pass?
Yes, yes it does.
Also, I think
So
he's-
half damage? Or no
Yeah.
damage?
Sorry. Just,
Yeah, I believe fire spells are usually half damage.
Jesus.
Yes.
Or
So
half as much, so 2d6.
I'm not trying to
Divided
side
by
with the
2.
DM here, but I don't think it's in range. Isn't it within 5 feet?
Oh yeah,
Oh,
that.
yeah.
Wait, this?
Wait, no, he's not.
Yeah, that
Yeah,
one.
because
that-
he moved
Yeah.
past it.
Move past.
So never mind then. Apologies.
Yep.
That brings us to Alston.
All right, I am no longer a frontliner, so I will just comfortably stay back here and start firing. My modified armor now has basically, I'm Iron Man even further now because now I have like gem-like nodes on my palms that can start shooting out lightning.
Which one are you attacking?
I'll attack the one that just attacked Mr. Cat.
Okay.
Okay, we have a catastrophic failure and a
Don't hit the cat, please.
and a 15.
A 15. That'll hit.
All right.
Just hits.
So what are we gonna do for the nat 1?
Roll a d4.
If I get shot in the back, I'll be super upset.
4.
It misses.
Good.
As it goes right past Mr. Cat's head, misses the other troll, and flares against the back wall.
All right, good.
This is a firebolt?
Nope, this is my lightning launcher, and
Okay.
the cool part is I can basically still act as though both of them hit because once per turn when I hit an opponent with the lightning launcher, I can do an additional d6 of lightning damage.
Nice. So it arcs past Mr. Cat's head and then streaks back behind and hits the target where the other one strikes.
What?
So that's 14 lightning damage.
14 lightning damage. Good job. As it ripples across him and it shakes through it. That brings us to, unless you got something else.
My homunculus servant.
Oh, yeah, put something on the board for it.
There you go.
Just
He's in the wall.
Yeah, just order him to fire his force strike at it.
Okay.
Hit modifier again. Spell attack modifier to hit.
Yeah, I do.
Password.
And the homunculus
Tabby
crit.
doesn't know the password.
I know the password.
What?
I love you.
To what?
Rowan 621.
I don't know the password. I made the password.
I keep adding an exclamation point that doesn't exist.
Yeah, he keeps trying to tell me that's there. So the last time I actually managed to break in, I wrote it down.
His homunculus crit.
My homunculus crit for 9 force damage.
Nice.
Good job, Jarvis.
Womp womp.
Thank you.
Yep.
Alright. Where are we going? Oh, that was Mike. That brings us to Liv.
Woo! Alright, I think I can reach this guy on the left. Can you move me?
What's your movement?
35.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Yep.
You are a
You want to
fast
stay in
dwarf.
here or you want to stay in here?
I don't have any armor.
Oh,
That's
why.
what adds.
Yeah,
Birthday
barbarian.
suit.
She just has a shit ton of HP.
71.
And because of her great constitution and dex, a whole lot of AC despite wearing no armor.
Alright. I'm gonna rage and smash his face, possibly.
With a hammer.
Go for it.
I roll about as well as Rob does, apparently,
Well,
so.
the good thing is if you hit him, you'll push him back into range of the sphere.
I don't push him back with my rage. I push him back with
With
Crusher,
the hit.
but he's bigger than me, so I can't push
Oh,
him back.
right. Okay, I thought it was.
But,
Wait.
no.
Wait, I thought you could push up to one size larger than you.
Is it one size larger than me?
I don't understand.
Which is also a dwarf.
Crusher.
That's medium.
Provided the target is no more than one size larger than you. I was wrong. Okay, so I can push him back 5 feet into the thing if I actually bloody hit him. A 20.
Yeah,
that
sure.
I
hits.
think you actually hit him.
Oh!
Didn't Crusher do
The
something?
crit will
Chris?
hit.
Crit is
Really good for
when
you.
you score a crit hit that deals bludgeoning damage to a creature. Attack rolls against that creature are made with advantage until the start of your next turn. So that goes for everybody.
Yay!
Gets advantage until my next
So
turn.
basically we stunned him.
And you get bonus damage for, I think, raging.
Yes.
Plus 2, so I got 2d6 plus 5 plus 2.
Somebody help with the math, so that's
7.
12 plus
Oh yeah.
her weapon dice.
So 17.
She critted.
Right, but only one of the d6s is max.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, it's all. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, just one die.
So 6 plus 5 plus. Do you get anything else
2
going on?
for a rage.
What's your weapon?
13,
8.
Roll a d8. So it's a 6 and an 8 max.
14.
Roll a d8.
So it'd be, yes.
What's
So
the weapon?
Wait, what's the weapon?
A
A
d8,
maul.
and she gets 2d6 for raging.
So hold on. So she would get
Wait,
get max 8, right?
Yeah.
And do you crit on a rage?
No, she rolled a 20, so the crit maximizes her weapon die.
Okay,
All right.
okay.
So 8 plus a D8,
4.
so it's 12. Plus
Plus
that
5.
5, that's 17.
17.
What the
Plus
2d6
another 2 for raging.
Yes.
what the
19.
Where the 2d6 come from? Is that
For rage.
My hammer is 2d6 plus 5.
Where does
Oh.
the D8 come from?
yeah? What was the 8?
No, he told me. Attack bonus is plus 8.
Oh no.
Oh, that's
Oh,
just
no.
what you
That's
wrote
an
in it.
attack bonus.
So-
So 6
it'd be a
plus
6
5
plus-
plus 2.
Yeah.
So that's
13.
11, 13 damage.
13 damage
Yes.
against that troll.
And he's what? Pushed back?
5
He
feet
pushes
back,
back
5 feet.
5 feet.
Somebody push him back 5 feet, please.
Stumbling on the bodies.
I'm a little gross. Dave rolled my stats for me.
Oh yeah, David rolled amazing stats for her.
And shoot, what was the dump stat? Like 11?
Yeah, I think so. No, my dump stat was a 12.
That's great. I love it.
In a lot of ways.
My dump stat is a 9.
That's an 8. Player schmirk.
Wait, so what's your charisma?
Max.
Maxed out 20.
Wait, charisma?
Jesus Christ.
No, wait, hold on. Charisma?
It's a 16, right?
Nah, charisma is 16.
Mom,
Dex is
don't
maxed
give him
out.
desserts, please.
The goblins are hyper.
They didn't eat dinner.
Oh, shoot, so if I raise my charisma
Okay.
higher, I can go
So,
first even more.
you whack it with that hammer, pushing it back. Its big form still staggering at the
Now everybody gets advantage until my next turn.
incredible hit as you literally bust its knee in and its leg's now facing the wrong way.
That is
That
hard.
brings us to Jorad.
Alright.
Finish him.
I'm gonna walk over here to Mr. Disadvantaged Troll here.
Roll with advantage, both of your attacks.
Alright, so first attack is. Let's
Please,
see.
please,
So
please.
I got a 14
That'll
plus 7,
hit.
so
Yeah,
21.
that'll hit.
Alright, so I did 12 plus 4, so 16 damage on the first attack.
Well done.
And then next
Right, come on.
attack is another 14.
Wait.
Total? Or just, 14 on the roll?
14 on the roll.
Yeah, that'll hit.
Plus, yeah, sorry, no crits, guys. Another 12, so another 6.
Still doing some good damage there.
So,
He maxed the D12 twice.
so 16 damage again.
Well done. Well done.
And you guys thought I was doing good with my
Yeah,
sneak
it's
attack.
looking
Jeez.
bad. Has the first cleave.
Maybe it's that chair.
The first cleave, you lop off that bad leg. The next cleave, you
Bye.
chunk into it, and you get like a quarter of the way in before you rip your axe out again. And it's like got a sagging arm from it,
I think
gushing out this terrible black
that's pretty gross.
pussy blood.
Ugh.
Yeah, it's looking unpleasant. That brings us back to the top, which is going to be the first one who is within range of your fire, and he passes the check, I believe. What's your?
Yeah, AC 15. DC 15.
He meets it actually, so I'll say that hits.
Okay.
Full damage.
Yep, 2d6. 11. Fire damage.
Nice.
Good roll on that.
Alright. And he's gonna move away from that ball of fire because he really does not like it. He's not about that.
Great balls of fire.
Over here, and he's going to continue his assault against you because you
Not even
slashed,
surprised.
slashed one of his arms off. And it will make the bite attack against you. What's your AC?
18.
That hits.
These things must have a huge plus to hit.
Yeah, since I hit almost everything.
Captain Fireball.
That's 9 damage, piercing damage. One arm
I'm gonna
attack.
hack that.
He's gonna go with one arm attack. That's gonna hit. I'm rolling pretty well today. I haven't gotten below a 10.
1 arm attack, 1 bloody stub attack.
Holy crap, they
That's
must have
pretty
like a
good
plus
for
9.
damage too. It's a +7.
1 plus 7. 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 1 plus 7.
That's 12 slashing damage.
I just went down.
You should have saved that half.
Which isn't good because the other arm
Oh.
that's detached and
Trolls.
on the ground writhes over and will attack you unconscious, so it has advantage. And it crits, so that is 2 failed saves.
Awesome.
Wait, this is the dismembered arm?
Yeah.
It rolled with disadvantage, right?
With advantage,
Advantage.
because he's on the ground.
Unconscious.
Oh, so it should have been a. Wait, it still
Why
should
would it have disadvantage?
Because it doesn't have eyes to see him. It's,
Doesn't
it's,
need it.
it's an arm.
Doesn't need it.
Let me double check. Oh, you were right with disadvantage. I will re-roll that. And that'll hit, and it's an auto crit, so still 2 failed saves.
Where did the arm get lopped off? Would it have been in range
It's
of
it's at his feet, or
Where he
like,
was?
on him. Yeah. Well,
So
no,
would that mean-
where he was? He
Oh.
lopped it off.
It's
so
the
it's
other
next
one.
to Mr. Cat.
We
I know,
hit this one.
But he was standing right there, so I mean, would it?
It's in Mr. Cat's space.
Oh, okay.
Just
trying to save.
My
So that's 2 failed death saving throws, and
I'm gonna
that
lose
is
a character tonight.
yeah, that is the end of that troll's turn. And you see it tries to regenerate, but the singed marks from taking that fire damage at the start of his turn keeps him from being able to regenerate. That takes us to... Oh shit. That is Dorn's turn.
Doing tall stag. Alright, so I know what I'm doing here. First things first, bonus action. I can ram it into this troll. Because that one's like, what, nearly dead, right?
Yeah.
Ram it in, and I just hold there. Actually, hold there.
Yeah, don't cook the down cat.
Alright, so make a dex save.
Crits.
Okay.
Saves.
He saved, so he only takes 4 damage. Ties go to the rest of the round up. Alright, now, letting loose the eternal, like, just all that bent up rage that I have. Stupid dad. Never let me do anything I wanted. I'm gonna create a fireball just right here.
As the rage of your family issues come to light, you burn a bunch of things. Go ahead, fireball.
Alright, so
It's so
make a
much-
dex save.
It's so nice having an evocation
This
with it.
is the one with both arms. That is an 11. That's a fail.
That's a fail.
This is the one with one arm. That is a 13 fail.
Alright, so
And a quick one for the arm.
Yeah, I was about to
itself.
say.
The arm crits, so it saves.
so the arm takes half this.
Oh boy, here we go.
Yep,
All right.
arm's dead.
So 18, 22, 24, 26. Wait,
I was
is that right? 18, 22, 24, 26,
That's a real good
27,
And one more.
32 damage. Arm takes half that though.
Yeah, but it's still dead.
roll. The arm had 12 HP.
And also, Billy
Has
has to ask
The one that was badly damaged is just vaporized in a big flash of fiery light.
I would like to just point out that I killed a
No,
troll.
we're on advantage attacks.
One's
like this
last
guy.
screech as it dissolves into nothing, and the other one, singed beyond belief, is just a black husk of broken bits and pieces. The arm is gone as well.
Oh yeah, you guys gotta make dex saves.
Wait, you didn't fold it away from him?
That's a choice. We all choose what we do in this life.
Like, listen. Do
some
I
of
get
us choose
experience
death.
for overcoming obstacles or for killing things? 'Cause-
I would understand if he left me inside the range for reasons.
yeah.
Luckily, I'm standing outside of the range.
And he's an easy couple hundred experience. No, I will use my powers of evocation
Thank you, sir.
to wield the fire around your bodies and spare you this time.
All right, and we are in a very unfortunate space where Dave has the role of his life.
Oh crap!
You have this is your last death saving throw.
Can
you
I-
need above
Can
a
somebody
10.
help him?
Can we help?
It's his turn.
Not at this point.
Yeah.
Can he hold his action?
What is your con?
I hold my surviving.
What is your con modifier?
con modifier is 3.
Okay, so
So
you
don't
need
roll less than a 7.
A 7 and up, yeah.
Oh, I'd be dead.
7 and up, and you live.
Alright.
Let's get those prayer warriors.
Oh
out.
my god, no.
Mr. Cat.
I need some Facebook likes.
Why can't I throw a
Bears.
potion at him? Like, smash it on him.
Because it's not your turn.
Mr. Cat
Rest in peace, Mr. Cat.
expires on the ground in front of you.
Oh my god.
Holy shit. Well, start writing up a new character, dude.
Will
Man,
do.
had I known
And
that,
in his
I
dying
would have
breath-
just killed him and got the experience.
This adventure has been fun.
I was expecting a cat pun.
I couldn't think of one on the spot,
Start
sorry.
being silent.
He's gone to that big litter box in the sky.
I'm trying to get my food.
Can Billy go play outside?
With all the shiny things he could ever hope for.
Can we at least take his
boys,
gear?
Yeah, roll stats, Dave.
He's gonna stay with us and we know about it.
I was like, man, last night I just saw a Tabaxi
I was
sailor.
gonna
And I
2d6
was
you,
like-
and then he hit you for like 18, and I'm like, not even gonna matter.
That goddamn
Nope.
arm.
1 of 3.
Yeah, I can't believe you died to a
Hand.
dismembered arm.
You really see him?
I approve of your roll, though.
Look, see if it's in there. See if it fell in.
Yeah, I've been rolling well.
Let me go see if
That
the boys
sucks.
took it.
Are there any loopholes here?
Okay, so-
Like, did we forget something here?
Unfortunately, I don't have level 3 spells yet, so I do not have access to Revivify.
Can I say that I use Action Surge and toss the potion at him?
Nope.
No.
He's already dead.
How am I gonna swallow the potion?
Honestly, instead of going for your sneak attack this turn, you should have just simply taken the dodge action, given all their attacks disadvantage.
Yeah, well, hindsight.
He goes for the
20/20.
kill.
But again, can we loot his body?
Of course
Yes,
we can loot the
absolutely.
body!
I'm making sure.
Absolutely, you can. No, you are not just gonna leave those freaking
Also,
boots of spider climb sitting there.
also your +1 short
Take
sword.
his freaking shoes now.
Alright, everyone, take his shoes!
Loot the body.
Well,
Yes.
After the troll's dead.
yeah.
Yeah. So you'll go ahead.
So does the troll level up and we get experience for killing the troll?
You're still in the fight, I
Yeah.
should note. So,
Really?
Whose turn is
Is
it?
that yours?
that was the troll's turn, so it goes to the other
You
troll,
solved
which
it.
is
Good job.
Vapor. That brings us to Alston's turn.
I was.
Yeah, actually start making a new character. It's a joke, but yes, I'm
Now
sorry.
I haven't even decided what class I want to play, so I don't think we'll introduce a new one until the next session.
Fair enough.
Alright, let's just start zapping.
Nah, you're
Circle of the Shepherd Druid.
you're Cat. You're Mr. Cat.
You're not a summoner.
We'll be an
Don't give me that.
You passed.
He hates playing summoner characters. That's my bread and butter.
I can't wait to have a horde of snakes.
Does a 14 hit.
14 does not.
Alright, second
As
shot.
you hack at it and it can't get through the rough, burnt flesh.
You guys.
That hits.
You guys with your.
That hits. I guess. Oh, 19 plus or something like that?
27, yeah.
Holy crud. Nope, misses. Really good AC now. It's got a lot of burnt flesh.
He leveled up.
Alright, so that's 10 lightning damage.
Alright.
And Homunculus Darvis, try and finish it off. Crit it again.
Is this just horribly pained creature
Nah, that missed.
dodges that blast of force energy. That takes us to
Me.
Liv.
Alright, well, I'm still mad. I'm gonna swing at him. I can move
God,
1 square.
we didn't think of that. God damn it. Mr. Cat might have still been alive. We didn't use her reaction to reduce the damage.
No, that's what I'm saying, is that he was hit 3 times for over 10 apiece. It wouldn't even mattered.
With his having, it might have. You reduce, he has, whatever.
Too late.
Yep.
You're dead.
Hindsight.
I don't even know how to
15 plus.
plus what?
That'd be your
Everyone
8.
says that usually.
So yes, that hits.
They both hit.
Everyone needs a jump stat.
15 and 7 plus 8.
What's the plus 8?
Didn't you say plus 8 to your?
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh!
So 23 and 15.
I'm sorry, I don't know. Okay, so they both hit.
Yep.
It's probably
Smack,
dead.
Yeah, you don't need a roll. It had 2 HP left.
Wow.
Obliterated.
As you just in your fury, you just hack the bloody charred bits into smaller bits, and those bits into smaller bits, and further until you're just beating into the stone below.
Rah!
Before you just,
Igor.
before you come down from the rage.
For your, stat
That was
You
fun.
seem-
Why not?
You seen him perform?
I rolled her character with the small dice.
Ah.
All right, so
He
who,
didn't roll as good this time.
who wants the boots?
Well, to be fair, as much as I want the boots, they should probably go to a range person. It would
Yeah, I was
make
thinking.
the
Ceiling
most-
wizard.
Yes. Absolutely. 100%.
All right.
All right,
Can anyone
so-
use the long sword?
You did this, and I made you.
Short
So
sword.
therefore,
Or short sword. That's what I
Is that a
meant.
martial weapon or a simple weapon?
Marshall. Or,
Yeah.
no, that's a simple weapon.
you gotta watch Hellraiser.
You've never seen Hellraiser?
She's never seen Hellraiser.
Neither have I.
Neither have I.
Same.
Neither have I.
But what's that cube? What's it called?
No, wait, short sword's a martial.
Oh,
So I
it's a
can.
complicated name.
Something common or
What else?
con,
Do you have on you?
the
Rapier,
Very non-specific.
short sword.
It's not the neck,
Necronomicon?
no, that's,
Oh.
I
that's
think I
a
have 2 daggers.
Although it does, I think it does have
And
necro, but it's
the
like a
short sword plus
necrophilia,
one.
yeah.
A little bit of gold, I think.
Deathahedron.
465 gold.
Holy shit.
Bag of holding.
Ooh.
Ooh.
I forgot you bought that.
Yeah. Boots of Spider Climb and 2 minor healing potions. Probably should pop one of those during the fight.
Lament
Well,
I'll just take the bag of holding.
I'll take the healing potions.
No, he has no healing potions. He gets the healing potions.
I stand in
and
front
the
the whole
bag of
time.
holding to put them on. Come on.
No.
I already claimed that. I'll be
Oh,
beating that.
touche. He is in the front.
I'm taking the healing
I'll
potions.
need the bag of holding for
And he's
magic
getting
item
the,
storage later.
You're getting the shoes.
I get the shoes of Spider Climb.
Can I have the gold? Because I'm broke.
Yes.
Go for it.
Absolutely.
Awesome. How much gold?
465.
65.
Awesome.
Like, how long do we wait and mourn our dead friend?
Yeah, I like how this was just like, there's not even an acknowledgement, I think he's dead. No, it's just like, oh, he's down, boots.
We saw him black. Honestly, I hate that initiative order because I was about to charge forward and cure wounds him, but he died before I could get to my turn.
You guys jinxed it. You're like, all you have to do is roll
Higher than 7.
higher than a 7. I would have been super dead.
Rolls a 2.
Yeah.
Just gonna use my fireball and cremate him.
Joe Rag didn't roll
It
2
smell
this
like
section, so now
cat.
Sorry,
Mr.
that's what I
Cat has
get.
to die.
That's what I get for rolling 2 max damage.
we have to
rolls.
sacrifice somebody for me and you to roll well.
And his next character's stats are not so great.
Have
He has
you
2
learned
dump
Japanese?
Ooh.
Okay.
Yeah, so
stats. Can we mulligan that?
Well, yeah, you get a mulligan. You know, there's the perpetual mulligan, which is essentially if your character's stats are crummy enough, he retires to farming.
Can we say that his previous character steps through a portal?
No.
Oh.
His character.
No, we do not want the crazy warlock.
But that-
But he was so much fun.
He was interesting, to say the least.
Well, I mean, that's up to you, Dave. Do you
Yes,
want to play
yes.
the character?
Bring him back!
He's still alive.
Whatever. It could be the same world. He could just be
I-
down
I
here.
don't- I'm from a different universe.
Yeah.
Do it!
Oh my god.
Can we say Bob opened the portal?
Spread the chaos.
We'll get
Oh my
there.
goodness.
His person,
This
he
is-
was
My nipples.
so
Fun.
naive and not the brightest, but he was so much fun.
We're gonna have 2 people using fireball.
What are you talking about? Elder's Blast.
Eldritch Blast, yeah.
No,
No, that's the
He
crazy
had
thing.
fireball.
that's the last thing that happened was the very last thing that happened at the end of that campaign was the night we died, he unlocked the ability to cast it on himself and not take any damage.
Oh yeah.
Oh man.
And
Keep in mind, because of how that character plays and having that ability, he's likely to get you all killed.
whatever, it's gonna
Are
be
you-
fun.
With that.
Totally up to you, Dave.
But
I may have to nerf him back a little bit because we left that campaign at level 7, so
Yeah, you have to bump down to 6.
yeah.
but yeah,
Yeah, you could just take the same roll as me. I'm not taking XP until these guys level up to 6.
Right.
well, you were a draconic bloodline, right?
Yes.
The backstory of that character was he was a sorcerer that as a kid, when his magic awakened and he couldn't control it, he was absolutely terrified of it. So he ended up making a pact with a demon, to try and he as a child would, he made this pact very haphazardly and basically just please make me not afraid of my magic anymore. Done. So he just became overly fascinated with anything magic. Any spells he could cast, like, yay, sparkly!
Yeah, so in this one,
He couldn't
wanted to do a
comprehend
ritual to
causing
kill.
people pain.
Yeah, so this guy wanted to do a ritual, and he was like, "Hey, you want to help?" And he took him, and he's like, "Look what I did!" Like,
Literally sacrificing a person.
It's like, but it's magic though, so it's cool.
doesn't hurt anybody.
If you strike me down, I shall become more powerful than I could possibly imagine.
Oh my god, no.
You mean strike him down and we bring in a batshit crazy character.
Laser beams are
Essentially,
back.
yes.
All right, bring it in, guys.
You know how many bullshit situations we survived last time?
We'll figure it out. You don't pop in just yet, so we'll
Sure.
figure out what we're doing. But
He's
it's up to you.
To sum up this character, it's Eldritch Blast Machine Gun.
He's in a corner
fine.
burning stuff. You're like, all right.
I'm gonna move his body and sit him off to the side, up against the wall, away from all the others.
Yeah, don't let him
cock
burn
his
your-
little hat.
Oh, you should make a cloak out of him.
That's in character, right there. That's 100% Joe Rag.
I'm making a belt out of him. Oh wait, no, a cloak.
You already have a belt.
Cloak. That's what I meant. Can you add Mr. Cat to my bag?
He wants the little hood too.
I do.
Be like those, what was it?
You don't have the
The hooded
crafting
pajamas.
ability, so we'll get to that. Do you want to try to carve up his corpse
Yes.
to take his fur?
How much can a bag of holding
Wait.
hold?
Who has the highest dex here now? Would that be a dex roll?
It would be, I'll say a
All right, when he said that, did anybody else think of the scar pelt?
I know. I'm like, that's the only thing. You putting a cat over him?
It is a sleight of hand check.
You do.
Not a nature check.
What is?
Well, yeah, I guess nature. This is a nature check to skin it.
No, I don't have good at any of those.
You can always put him in the bag of
I have
holding
good nature, but I'm not skinning the cat.
until we can get to a tannery.
Whatever. It's my idea. I'll try. All right. So either I'm gonna.
Is anyone? Nobody's gonna stop that. All right, go for it.
We're in the Underdark. What happens here stays
Can
here.
I?
Can somebody
I can't
help me?
even help. I know survival, but I'm bad at nature.
I'm not helping
You
with
can
this.
try to help. How do you try to help?
I wouldn't even know how to try and help.
What's my line?
So-
Lawful neutral.
Hold it up for
Mr.
me?
Cat has been
so I can-
used to this.
Hold it up. His name was Mr. Cat.
Hold Mr. Cat up for me. So,
KHAT.
Yes.
Well, I believe in
Ah,
using things to their fullest, so he didn't die in total
He's
vain.
still with us in
So
very good.
I'll hold him up.
All right, you get to roll with
I'm
advantage.
horrified. My
All right.
character's just like,
So-
okay.
Holding back the vomit.
so what I'm doing nature roll.
Yeah, with advantage.
Okay.
How are we gonna dry him out?
18.
Holy shit.
Plus
Let's see.
anything?
18 minus 1, so 17.
17.
With advantage.
Yeah. You
yes,
successfully skin your former friend.
Well, you know.
Play him out. It's not ready for wearing. It is a bloody mess.
I know what I'm doing in my
of
downtime.
fur and things.
This is not going in my bag of holding.
Yeah.
So,
So there it is.
I mean, I guess,
It's,
yeah,
it's
you
an
can.
hour too.
Because apparently there is more than one way to skin a cat.
Is the order fire still sitting around?
I mean, no, it would have
Oh.
dissipated. I think.
Yeah,
A
it's
minute.
after a minute.
Yeah, you
Okay.
take like an hour to skin your
Oh,
friend.
okay.
God, please don't let Mike die around Rob.
I mean, I don't care about it being still wet. I mean, I just.
Like, out of character.
Well, now this.
You gain a bonus to intimidation.
Seriously, this is now reminding me of the actual story of Hercules, like skinning the Nemean lion.
Yeah. God, you monster. There you are. An hour later, wearing your friend.
Well, then I'm gonna steal his hat. It's gonna
Yes.
be totally ridiculous looking on a
Absolutely.
dwarf, but awesome.
You got a hat.
With a feather in it?
Yes.
One big long feather of unknown origin.
We love making fun of like.
I have to make a new mini now. No.
we love making fun of the intro to the Dragon Ball episodes. Like whenever we see like the whole like Suecia like cat thing, it's like, oh look, it's Mr. Cat.
Now it's gonna
Thanks
be
for
depressing.
assisting me.
You're welcome. Like I said, I'm horrified, but my character would have been like, no, we can't just let it go to waste.
No.
Austin stole one of your trees.
I mean, it was going to the trash. Okay. Be good.
He
Oh,
stole a
God.
tree.
They died. I pulled them up. And they're
Oh,
sitting there,
okay.
But there's just like that tall.
So they're just
bush.
walking around with. I mean, I guess I've seen your.
I mean, it's a stick. It's just a
That giant stick, yeah.
Yeah. It's a stick that's probably less dangerous than most sticks.
Well, we lost our bomb on the field now. No more of that giant sneak attack damage.
Well, we gained a
I
lot
don't
of
know.
code here.
If you're gonna toss my old character into this, you're gonna gain a new
Magic
kind of
Light
bomb.
Show, yes, he's returning.
All right. So you are in the Underdark, wearing your old friend. You are
That
amongst
is never gonna get old.
the jagged dark stones. Oh my god.
Cloak of Cat.
The art for this episode is going to be horrifying.
I'm just holding up.
It's just going to be him with eye holes and
Yeah.
stuff like that. Just oh my god.
Where's the meat?
if
You're
you
gonna
do,
have to draw a cat
It's,
skeleton
it's
somewhere.
left behind unless somebody wants to take, cannibalism as a
God.
subclass.
This.
I mean,
Well, I mean, it's
how
not
do you
a
have
cat.
half
He's a
orc?
cat.
Granted.
You want to take some meat
Yeah.
for the drink? Okay.
well,
Take some provisions. We will
I'm
call them.
sorry.
Mark
I'm
them has
sorry.
special provisions in your inventory.
Like
Well-
where?
well, Kitty is only
cat
skin
food.
meat.
It's cat food.
all right, cat food.
Wait, they're taking the meat?
Yeah.
Can I call it
Oh.
KHAT food?
Yes.
There's gonna have to be some
Can you
side
call
plot
me?
at some point of him
He's
coming back as a
destroyed
ghost.
All right. So you
You go
are-
meet up with your family.
So just
Just like, have you seen our
so if
brother,
we
Mr.
make
Cat?
minced meat out of this, is it meow mix?
if somebody would like, please roll an investigation check.
Wait, what's this?
During this hour of downtime, somebody who is not Joe Rag.
Okay.
Or,
Yes, I will do it. I'm good at investigation.
Oh my gosh. I got a +7 in investigation. What do you got?
Well, Mr.
Uh,
Cat, if you would like to come back
You
as
do
one
it.
of my
I
ancestors.
rolled terribly. It's still an 11.
I don't
but
mind
it's an
you,
11.
you'll poke
All
the
right,
stick.
this is one of the dice you got me for my birthday. So, oh, 26 for investigation.
Oh, I know everything.
I added cat cloak to my inventory.
Hey, JT,
Do I get a plus to like dexterity?
you need a plus to
No.
intimidation. That's mortifying, especially because
I already have a plus to
You're,
intimidation.
you're extra horrifying right now.
Yeah, I got minuses to my stats watching that.
You both look around. You find a couple things amongst the corpses. You find that there is a passage further back down.
Oh, shit.
It's sort of narrow. There is about 15 gold scattered amongst them. There's a couple of wrecked pieces of gear and stuff like that, but nothing that's really seems worth taking. You do find a passage. After a very narrow bit, it sort of opens up and there's another pathway that leads further back.
Okay.
And roll a perception check.
Who's not me?
Him,
Okay.
because he finds this passage first.
Oof, 12.
Not much. You hear like sounds of water in the distance.
Ah, water again.
He learned water breathing though.
He hasn't learned it yet. He has a scroll.
I have a scroll, and I ain't using that scroll. Unless I'm
He
about
can
to
add
die.
it to a spell, so it takes
Well-
time though.
Yeah.
Oh. I thought that's what he did.
No, he just has the scroll.
I have to actually take like
6
it's like
hours.
oh, is it 6 hours?
Yeah.
Is it
2
6 hours?
hours per spell level.
Okay.
The other one you could do in 4. This would take 6.
Yeah.
But yeah, you find a little side passage that leads further in with some
Alright.
water.
Hey, everybody, we got some running water over here.
Oh god. my thoughts immediately start racing back to the little dwarven ruin and the golem.
You don't belong there.
One day it'll find the remains of Mr. Cat.
Yeah, he doesn't have the gem anymore, so it's
I
not
know.
following him.
9, let me see here.
What would you guys like to do?
I guess start heading down the passage, see what the water is.
Yeah, we can't just keep taking long rests
I mean,
every fight.
About 15, 20 minutes.
Although, if with water in the distance, I would be willing to just like make camp for the day and let you spend the time
I was gonna
copying
say-
that spell in your.
I'd rather have a short
Well,
rest.
you make 15, 20 minutes, you make it further down. The water sounds do get louder, but as you get to the end of the passage, you find yourself at a grand chasm opening.
Oh.
You see, and you can hear it, which is mostly how you notice it. To your right, a couple hundred yards, a huge gushing of water pouring down the side of this chasm, dropping down below it.
Oh boy.
You can see, looking up, the thinnest little crack of light, which seems to be the top of this chasm, far, far up from where you are. It seems like it does have access to daylight, way up in the vertical.
Oh, so there would have been a direct passage here instead of fighting the goddamn ants.
And anybody who's interested, roll another perception check.
Is that still me? Or am I still doing
If you're
stuff?
interested, you can.
I'm terrible in this.
As you're crowding the entrance to this.
Not too
chasm.
bad. 15.
There's your twos. The highest was a 15.
I believe so, because I think I only won, so I'm at 13.
Looking around, you see that water, and that's the bit of light at the top. That's all you see. Just big chasm. It goes wide in both directions, slanted to you, and it just goes further past your.
Anyone else suddenly feel a strong urge to pee?
Couldn't we just stand there and keep on rolling?
Oh no, I'd get tired of you. I'm saying that you're looking around, and that's about as much as you
Just
can
the
see.
water.
Yeah. That's how you rectify that. It's like
How far down does it drop? We see can we see the body of water?
No, there's no light source or anything like that. The water you can mostly hear, and you can make it out from where you are, but it
I have
goes
an idea.
down.
I take like a chisel from my tools, lop off like a stone from the ground. Hey, wizard!
It takes more effort than you think because it's very hard stone, but you do get it.
All right, wizard, cast light on this rock.
Okay, I'm gonna cast light on him.
Drop.
Do you lose sight of the light before
You hear it hits, but it still continues dropping, and then
Holy.
you can't see it anymore. You don't hear the final.
Holy
Roll a perception check.
Okay, that moved.
Yeah.
19.
19. You hear the faintest of clicks to a splash.
From that faint sound, can I tell about how far down it is?
Roughly, because you're a pretty smart guy, you calculate it's hundreds of yards. This is not a quick little jaunt down. It is very, very deep. You don't know an exact distance. Hey.
Excuse you.
Mr. Brown.
Can I get a brown?
Yeah.
Is there a...
Hey!
Yeah.
What's the magic words?
Please. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Do we see any sort of like walkway that would get us down? Like, or are we just like standing on like a precipice that has no way forward?
Yeah, just a precipice.
Okay.
Have you
Into the
tried
chasm
resetting it?
itself.
Why
Oh,
would you
iPad.
take a Coke? Where's my book of Coke?
We've established he's allowed.
Can I have a Coke?
No.
That makes absolutely no sense. Very that is illegal.
Nope. Illegals are your favorite word.
See, if we could see the bottom, I would feel safer about the plan in my head. I just don't want to do it and end up killing us all.
Unfortunately, you don't have any other characters in your pocket like Mr. Cat did.
Actually, I have plenty of characters I played in the past.
I don't know how you did that. That's magic.
This folder is full of all my history.
He's contemplating chasm.
I mean, do you have any way to get us down there as well?
Try to steal his
Yes,
gear. don't know.
if we can make sure that we know, because let's see, I could do this if we would know that by the time I cast this spell, let's see, it lasts 1 minute, so if I could cast it within when we're 600 feet of the bottom.
I mean,
Arresto momento.
we could do that, or we could also try the other path.
Well, yeah, we'd have to like backtrack and go back to the Although that makes me wonder. It's like, where were those goblins running from? if there's nothing but a chasm down here,
They probably climbed.
You remember there were a lot of goblin corpses amongst the bodies, so that may have been their camp initially.
Gotcha.
Then they had friends.
Trolls and umbrellas.
I'll do it.
Well, if I felt a little bit safer about this, I'd be willing for the leap of faith, but I don't want to risk the entire party on it. Anybody else have any idea of this?
I vote that we try the other direction. If this were an RPG, I would want to check every direction before I went down with no way to get back up.
I think Dungeons and Dragons does count as an RPG.
Yeah, I'm like,
If this were a video game that I were playing, I like to fill out the map.
are you afraid?
Absolutely.
We have no way of getting back up if we jump back down.
You max out the map, the first layer, then you go to
Yes.
Absolutely.
So he's planning on slow falling us down. I'm fine with that as long as we check the other direction first to see what's that direction before we jump off a cliff with no
Possibly
way.
to our deaths.
Yes. But that's just me.
I like how it's not the death part that Joe Rag's like hesitant about. It's like, yeah, that's whatever.
I just
but
want to make
what
sure
are
I'm
we
not missing anything.
He's the inquisitive sort.
I
Just
am
not
honest.
afraid of dying.
Hey, there's a rogue class for that.
Hey, you once went bungee jumping without a bungee. Just to see what was down there.
Hey, my magic's safer than a bungee.
Alright. So
Alright,
you're
let's
heading
go.
back?
Yep.
Yes.
Back to
Alright.
the Black Gate or whatever it was called.
Fool's Gate.
Fool's Gate.
Alright. Find your way back to the Fool's Gate and go down the other path. It seems to keep stretching for a while. So, this is how this is going to work mechanically, because this path sort of continues for a while, and it is pretty amorphous. There isn't a walkway, it's not a road anymore. You are just in a series of tunnels and caverns that are just it's difficult to tell where one chasm begins and one opening begins and the next one starts.
Right.
So, skill checks. You could pick a skill check. Whatever skill you think you can use, as long as you can justify it to me. If you pass the DC, you advance further. If you fail the DC, I roll a random encounter. You need 4 successes to reach the end of this path.
Wait, so what skills?
4 separate?
Obviously.
You can, and
history.
Somebody picks a thing. If they can justify that skill navigating you further along the path and roll it successfully, then it succeeds.
I'll pick
It gets worse as you pick the same one.
I'll pick investigation to scout for like any signs of monsters around, so we don't get ambushed.
Go ahead.
That's a 26.
26. You successfully find some hints of some foot traffic, some bits left behind. There's not like trails because it's hard stone, but there's like you see little like bits you can tell from like goblin weapons and things like that. And there's creatures all over here, some like bugs and things like that that have some burrowing holes and stuff like that. You managed to find your way a bit further down the path, a few extra things that maybe otherwise you would have missed that lead you further along. Who's next?
Can I do an athletics check to like climb up and lift
Scout
stuff?
out
Yeah,
and stuff like that? Alright, go ahead.
14.
Joe Rag runs out ahead, trying to find, see if he can find the way, and I need you to roll a perception check.
That a 1? That's a 7. Okay. 7 plus 1, or let me see, perception. You said 9.
What are we fighting?
What am I fighting?
Okay. As you're making your way through, you sort of split off from the rest of the group to climb up into some big hole you see more in the ceiling with your dark vision. You get your way in there, it starts to be a tight squeeze, and then you feel something sort of hairy, a thin claw reach out and grab your hand as you're going through, and it scrapes as it tries to drag you in. You pull away real fast, and it slices you. You take 3 damage, and the claw recedes into the shadows. That was not a success.
Well, does the crowd?
Come back with a scratch across
So
your hand.
I don't get to like fight this thing. Okay.
You couldn't even make out
Okay.
what it was. You reached up into a hole and got scratched, and it retreated back in.
I don't suppose I can try athletics again, or do I try? Okay, you said I can't do the same thing twice.
Well, you can do it twice, but the
It's gonna get
difficulty goes up.
Yeah, I understand.
How many groceries did you order?
This wasn't groceries. This is my dollar store trip the other day.
Okay.
Well, this.
So for his
I'm making
Alright, so does he have to make an athletics check? Or.
No, that he did his check. Anybody can try something if they want.
So
Alright.
is this a place I would use something like that? Because I'm like, I could probably discern how long something's been there.
Yeah.
So
So go ahead, roll a history
So you
check
did
with
perception?
advantage.
Well, that,
You did
so it's
perception, or
not.
what did
I
It
did
adds
investigation.
double your
Okay.
proficiency bonus. So
Okay, so roll a history check.
I went with
So
my max
roll a
stat.
d-
So your
D20.
proficiency's 3.
Athletics
so
was
it'll
my
be
max
a
stat.
4 plus 3, so 7.
no, double your proficiency
Yeah, no.
bonus.
Well, it already includes your
Oh,
proficiency.
touche,
everything.
touche. So it's a d20 plus 7.
This is everything you thought it would be.
21.
21.
So super cool, right?
You look around, and while this isn't worked stone so much, you do notice patterns, and you can tell where it would open up more in certain areas, and where it would probably be like a natural sort of tunnel system moving further.
You're welcome.
And you navigate everyone through, sort of lead them away from things you know would be dead ends and stuff like that.
Woo.
That's 2 successes.
Alright.
As you're making your way down the path, you do find a sort of thin, football-shaped, maybe 3 feet tall cocoon, sort of up against the wall, plastered against the wall.
A still occupied cocoon? Or is it empty?
You can roll an investigation check.
27.
27. There's something inside of the cocoon, but it seems like deflated.
Okay.
Like
So-
whatever the original shape of the cocoon was is less in there now than it was before.
So
Oh,
is it
so
like.
it's almost matured, I guess.
Or it's not a cocoon. And it's like a spider's food sack. It was like a troll.
Right. It's like not a transforming cocoon, but instead like wrapped up food
Yeah.
cocoon.
Why don't you guys set it on fire?
Roll a perception check with advantage for me, please, Dorn.
With advantage. Now roll this for me, please. I don't roll my own dice, thank you.
Yeah, that's too good for
No,
that.
it's not.
No,
15.
alright, maybe you should roll your
Maybe
own
I
dice.
should. 15.
Let's see. It's just on the outside of your perception, but because you're always worried
I'm
something's
always
sneaking
alert.
up on you, you do notice there's something just every now and then. At first you think you're making it up in your head, but as you've been traveling, every little corner seems like something's just there, and then it'll go away once you sort of notice it, and then it'll be somewhere else, and it's just
Also, guys,
the little
something cut
thing
my wrist.
sneaking out, and it'll come back in.
Wait, what? You're just mentioning this now?
I mean, I figured I was by myself, but yeah.
Mhm.
Came back, something
Mhm.
something sliced me for 3 damage when I was poking around.
Next time I see it, let me know.
Alright, so
I mean, you're there with the cocoons.
Have you guys seen things? The walls
So-
are moving.
I don't think we're gonna find friends down here. Just set it on fire.
yeah, I kind of agree with Jorag in this case. Just like fireball, firebolt.
Firebolt!
No, not fireball, firebolt.
Bolt! Firebolt! I said
And it flares up pretty easily. A little bit of the space past it, it does seem to be like a web that singes away a little bit. Doesn't reveal the whole thing, and it doesn't singe away the whole part, but you do see it sort of open up into a hole, and like some bones fall out.
Yep.
But
Firebolt!
It's just a little hole. So
I'm just gonna randomly start. Like every time I see that thing in my perception, it's firebolt. Firebolt.
Yeah.
I'll
But
roll this
that
bear.
coon, a couple bones fell out, but that's about it.
Oh, great.
It's not open, but you busted a little hole in part of it. Alright,
Can I try athletics again?
you can. Joe Rag goes back out for a scouting trip.
Son of a.
I need you
Oh no.
to roll a strength saving throw.
Oh boy.
Please tell me that I can at least do a strength saving throw. It is my main stat. Okay, I got a saving throw, so 17.
17. As Joe Rag goes running off in the tunnel to try to scout out ahead, he doesn't come back.
Oh no.
Something from a tunnel above you
Oh,
just grabs you, rips you up into the tunnel, and just starts wrapping you
I failed
up.
on a 17?
Yep.
It rolled really well. I want you to go ahead and roll an initiative check for me. Just an initiative roll.
Just go ahead and roll up a new character.
16.
You have time to shout one thing before you are wrapped in webbing. What do you shout? 3 words or less. Let's see how many characters I can kill them.
Not something simple like "Help me, bitches."
Don't skin me.
Action surge.
Don't skin me.
Alright, you can use an action surge real fast if you would like instead.
Does that mean I can attack it?
Yeah.
Okay.
He's not gonna notify the group.
It's his
Oh, no.
choice.
Action surge.
Nah, you use action surge. That's what you're doing
Okay.
instead. No thank you.
I literally was there for like 2 minutes. He wants to come downstairs.
Alright, so
Literally, you're coming.
I got
that's what happened?
I ended up rolling an 8 and a 22.
It's 22 hits.
Come on, Max.
I got 8 damage.
8 damage as you slice at its arm. Let's see. And it drops you. You fall to the floor. You take 2 damage. As whatever it was that was grabbing at you has lost you. You're half covered in webs, like your legs are bound, and you're just sort of like having to hop for a second.
Alright, so
and you all managed to catch up and see Joe Rag half bound in webs, sort of at the waist down.
hey guys, there's a thing.
Alright, Alston just walks over. Okay, just because you're wearing the cat's skin doesn't mean you are a good scout.
Hey, I was trying to be athletic, alright?
Alright. Let me try making this. Alright. I got a perception check. Got a +7 to perception.
Nice.
Skill check to go down this tunnel. We've had 2 successes, right?
Yes.
10.
This seems a lot like the Umber Hulk.
I'm just gonna put this out here. Like these dice that you guys got me for my birthday is I'm not grateful.
You haven't broken them in yet.
You're looking around and fuck, there it is again. You shoot over and you hit.
Joe Rag.
You hit Liv
Oh.
as with a firebolt roll damage.
Does she
Oh,
range?
God. That's 2d10.
No.
At this level, yes, it's 2d10.
He's gonna crit.
Oh, he don't roll the hit, just roll damage.
Uh, 14.
14 points of fire damage. As you just turn around and blast your dwarven friend because she moved a little bit while you were looking around.
What the fuck?
Do you have any like
It's
on
like
hit?
the walls are moving. Don't move like the walls do. Stop it.
This guy's fucking nuts.
Okay, does anybody have any Ambien to give the wizard?
All right.
Can we?
There's a Zoloft.
Can I tie myself to her?
I mean,
Why would you tie yourself to me? I don't want you tied to me.
Like a rope, so that way if I get pulled up, you can mess it up again. Come on,
I'm not trying to go up random holes.
Fine. People have no.
Can I do a survival check?
yes.
Alright, so what?
As you try to help navigate your way through, in the more traditional sense.
15 plus 4 is 19.
19. And like before, you definitely guide these people. It's like, I don't know where you idiots are trying to go. You sort of circle back a bit, and
Man, you ought to have been screwed if I didn't come through that door.
yeah, you lead them back. Joe Rag keeps trying to like wander down random passages, and you keep redirecting.
Come on, Joe Rag.
No. No. This way, Joe Rag.
It's
You
rock!
get him a bit further.
Alright.
I realize I'm allergic to cats.
You
And
get
I've
a
been
bit further,
sneezing.
and you get a bit further, and you see a pile of rocks in front of you that, especially you, recognize is that's not a natural assembly of rock. It is
Of course this makes sense.
humanoid size. Please keep it down, buddy. It's humanoid sized pile of rocks, placed sort of in the middle of a bit of an opening.
Those rocks are not normal.
I'll go swing at it.
Excuse me.
I'm just
I
letting you know
love
it's not
Minecraft.
normal.
I'm shushing you. Sorry. Yeah.
Alright, so,
Pile of stacked stones.
okay, I'd like to investigate those.
Yeah,
You push through and move some, and it is a burial of some kind. Just bones, very, very decomposed.
So this is an old burial site.
Oh, put him back, put him back, put him back.
All of a sudden, the bones
roll this investigation for me.
Okay, Jarvis is assisting. I love having a homunculus.
No, as he's moving some of the smaller stones off.
Oh, they're both the same exact thing. It's a 13.
13. You can tell from the structure of it, it's dwarven.
Dwarven bones.
You get 2 gold. There is a holy symbol to Paylor. There's damaged plate armor, a long sword, and a heavy shield.
Heavy shield.
This is a dwarven paladin.
Now, what's a heavy shield like? Is that like a +3 or?
No, it's just a +2. It's just
really heavy.
Design-wise, it's sort of. It's a little bit bigger, and it's a solid. It's not wooden. It's a metal shield.
No, too big for a gnome anyway.
Where were the gold? Where's it over the eyes?
Yes. 2 gold pieces were sort of in the skull because they fell in.
So do I auto rage when they offend dwarven culture? Or
I mean,
is it
there's-
auto attack?
There's you auto attack, but
My-
it's not offensive to dwarven
Okay.
culture to raid burial.
My flaw is I'm very proud, and I auto attack anybody who either attacks a dwarf or disrespects their
insults them.
culture or anything like that.
Alright, so these remains are dwarven in origin. I'm wondering if they were possibly victims of the thing that he keeps seeing and almost ate him.
If you'd like, you can try a medicine check.
Medicine.
Oh, I guess.
Oh boy, that's a -1 for me.
Can I try a medicine check? I mean, I might do something with it.
17.
20.
You sort of work together on this. You get a bit more information about it. It does seem like it's hard to discern exactly, but you can tell there were clearly puncture wounds. It left a bit of a mark on like one of the arm bones.
Oh jeez.
Clearly pierced deep. 2 fangs about like 3 inches apart. That seems to be that's everything you can see. It seems like it's been through some. It has a lot of like healed breaks and things like this. This was a tougher person.
Looks like old Sheila's been having a bit of fun.
The heavy shield also has a design of it that's sort of Taylor-esque. It's like a a sun rising over a mountain.
Praise the sun.
Alright. Alright, so what I gather is that there was an adventuring party, something killed it, and they buried their friend instead of skinning it.
Hey,
What are you gonna wear? You gonna wear dwarven skin? It's not like fur.
You could.
Now it is rather.
This conversation.
meanwhile, I fling my cloak in the wind.
What wind?
But I mean,
Blood
wind.
splatters everywhere.
Oh God.
It's congealing a bit at this point.
Oh my God. At this point, can you imagine if he somehow, without drying it
He
out,
smells better, actually.
did you want to play?
can you imagine if without drying it out and whatnot, he turned this into a cloak of billowing, just like God.
It is the best enchantment.
Just flings blood blobs everywhere. Oh, I'm
That's how
disgusted.
this, like, out of the game, we're being hunted by a spider. And that's how it's tracking us. Mr.
Well, yeah. I
Blood
mean,
trail.
let's see. Fang marks in the arm, silk all over him. Yeah, it's some kind of arachnid.
So we have to do one more pass.
Yeah, and I've done 2.
Ironically,
You
Horsey
stop doing
crap.
stuff.
Can I try perception?
the
I
arachnids, yeah.
or has somebody already done a perception check?
Oh, I've
I did
done.
investigation.
Yeah, somebody already did perception.
Did they? Okay.
I've
Somebody
done.
did investigation, perception. They did survival, and
History
you
and
did athletics
survival.
twice.
And I've done history and survival as well.
Alright, I will do an assisted investigation again with Jarvis helping me out.
Go for it.
Oh, snap.
That's a 28.
28. You do manage to continue forward. Finding bits and pieces and residue, you find more and more thicker connections of webbing and things like that.
Oh, great, we're heading into
more
the nest.
corners and more pieces. And normally, you wouldn't have even noticed them. They are razor thin, almost invisible strands. But
Oh.
very good. You were very careful. Jarvis gets caught in one. You have to rip him out of it.
Nope.
No. You continue further in, and it opens up into a wider place, which is filled.
You know what? I'll take a
With these.
spider over those ants again, so.
Yeah.
This is a
It-
plus.
It's filled with that sort of webbing.
Well, can't we burn it?
That's what I was gonna say. You guys just start shooting firebolts.
I don't have flame.
Firebolt, go.
I'm gonna sneak carefully by it.
Roll stealth check.
Well, I'm gonna use my perception with Hoppers helping me for advantage.
Yes, it's familiar, yes.
Can I do that?
Yes, the familiar can use the help action.
How's your familiar helping you look for stuff?
With his
Just holding
eyes.
him up higher?
He's more.
So
more
as I'm
support.
walking forward,
Croak twice when you see a
is
thread.
Hoppers is backwards on my head,
Okay,
looking behind
alright, yeah, I like it. Go for it.
me. All right,
You croak if you see anything.
yeah. All right. So plus 7, 21.
21. You look around, and again, it's there. In some dark corner, good distance off. Just watching. You can see, like, the glow of some eyes as you quickly turn around before it shrinks back in. You recognize this isn't just like a big spider like you've seen before. This isn't dog size. This is a big spider. This is bigger than a person. The eyes, all of them, spread out to be about this wide in space of eyeballs.
Ooh, an arachnid.
All right.
We'll start burning its babies.
And they are just glowing purple orbs that peer into you as it slinks back into the shadows.
Okay.
Okay, these shadows that slunk back into, is it like a side cavern, or?
There's a billion little side caverns, and half of them you don't even recognize until you're like at it and you hit the angle, because it's just jagged rocks in every direction. So there's like little, like, you'll get to a point, look to the corner, and there's like a crack there that leads into a little passage, or there's a hole this way, or there was a bit of a dip that turned out to be a whole drop in the floor. This place is just like a honeycomb of jagged rocks in every direction.
I heard you saying. Mage armor.
I don't want this thing behind us, so I figured we start burning stuff and goad it into an attack.
Can we burn the stuff so that we don't get stuck in
I'm
it?
just saying, like, if whenever we catch what tunnel it goes down, we always have this as an option, both you and me.
Yeah, we do. We do. Let me see if I have it prepared. I don't think I have it prepared. Last time I cast that, we kind of fell.
Do you have, what's your adventuring gear? Do you have any torches or anything like that? Because you want to start burning stuff.
You'll have to forgive me.
No,
I
no,
have
no.
it all. I have it all like.
Why did I not take a cantrip firebolt?
I have 10 torches.
So you can
Yeah, I'm gonna light a torch because I don't want this crap anywhere
use
near
it.
me.
Yeah, you know
lead
what?
your way with it.
I'll light one of mine off for too. I have a Dungeoneer pack.
Apparently, I have something that doesn't have a torch. Can I have one
Wait,
of your
really?
torches? I don't know. I don't have it written down.
Didn't have a dungeoneering pack.
What pack did you start with?
I like or 20 bolts, healing potion.
No, like as it.
I don't know. I didn't write it down. I
Do you
just
have any
wrote.
miscellaneous
I wrote
stuff?
what was in it. Rope.
Here, let me get a player's handbook. What does the fighter start with?
He had a choice, so I don't know.
Yeah, it's like
This is also like a campaign ago when he chose this, so this is a while.
I don't know. Whichever one has rope.
I think they all have like a rope. You start with a Dungeoneer or an Explorers.
Both of those would have torches, so you do have torches.
Yeah.
All right.
We'll figure out how many.
I don't know why I didn't write down torch.
10. Yeah, mine started up at 10.
You make your way further in, and you notice lights further in the distance. Fire lights.
Both have 10 torches.
Okay, thank you.
You notice fire lights further in the distance.
Fire lights?
Sort of seems 15 feet off the ground. There's one, you see, and then you can, because you notice that one, you notice further back in the distance. There's another one, a bit off to the
Fire
side.
lights?
Oh.
Flames?
A little
Okay.
flame light. What did you think?
I
was
don't
saying
know.
like
Wait, you called it a firelight, and I'm the same way. I'm like,
It's a fire
so a
light.
firefly or
The
a
lights of a
flame,
fire.
a torch.
So yeah, we're just
That's,
like
that's like proper English. I'm not being crazy here.
we're just burning some threads all around the cave.
You approach closer. It's a little lantern. Metal pole sticking up, top, lit lantern. See further, there's a few more. And they seem to be a bit of a perimeter. You notice around the lanterns themselves, not as much webbing.
Well, like, the lantern is an oil lantern? Is it a candle in a glass?
It's an oil lantern.
Okay, so it has to be fed. These have to be maintained by people.
And
Natural
as
causes.
you're thinking that, and you're looking around, you actually suddenly, in the distance, you see this bloom of fire real fast. And little sprinkles of flickering, burnt up webbing sort of trailing off after it. And then a little bit, a few seconds later, you see another. Near the same area, but a little bit off.
Because I'm making.
And then the third one, a little bit later, and you see a lantern lights up inside of it.
Alright, Joe Rag, you're the one with the most charisma.
Replace the hay.
Head out there. See what they're doing.
Sure.
You don't have the most charisma. You're wearing the person with the most charisma.
How about we go as a group? Like every time we let him go, every time we let him go off alone, he ends up like almost eaten. So
You just pulls the hat,
Milady.
pulls the hood down here. I'm threatening.
I've only lost 5 hit points so far. Right?
Yeah, I've taken the most because of this one.
All right, so
Like, I'm not gonna survive this. I know.
You approach 2 halfling figures, hooded, carrying a torch and a bottle, and the other one just bottles at the side. And as you approach the crossbow is aimed at you. Oh! Here we go.
just making our way through here, just casually burning spider webs,
Making your way through the Underdark.
Sure.
Hanging out.
exploring.
Fair enough.
Okay.
Pleasure to meet you.
Nice meeting you too.
Okay.
So any
My
idea?
name's him.
Hello, him. I'm Joe Rag.
Nice to meet you, Joe Rag. Puts the crossbow down. You just hanging out?
Well, we've been hunted by this. We assume it's a spider around here. All the spider webs kind of gave it away, probably.
Oh
But
yeah, we know him. Well,
friendly?
Her. No. You
Anyway,
need some place to stay. Come on. You got anybody with you?
I got a few people around.
Yeah. Tell them to come on.
Are we not going to kill the spider?
Does he have ears?
I mean, we'll get to that.
Okay.
He leads you on, and the other one sort of looks
I'm
at
gonna
you.
make him have a fun.
Pleasure.
Pleasure.
They come up, and the rest of your group. Oh.
Baseball
Pleasure to meet you. Hello. How are you? How are you? Nice to meet you. Hello.
There we go.
This is him and somebody.
You from the city?
He's saying he
Yes.
Nice to meet you. Come on. And they lead you forward, and jutting out of. Please keep it down, boys. Good. You didn't catch any of that. All right. You approach further, and you see just sort of sticking out of sort of a chunk of one of the stones itself, mostly made out of stone and mortar, but with some big, thick wooden logs framing it. There's a big building jutting out of the side of one of the walls. Over top of creating the archway for it, you see a giant spider leg, which you recognize the sort of claw feature at the foot of it. It is huge. It reaches up the whole thing of the doorway itself, framing it with a lit torch outside front. As the gnomes lead you in, welcome to Holland's Rest.
Oh, they're gnomes? I thought you said half.
Oh, sorry, halflings. Welcome to Holland's Rest.
I don't know who these guys are anymore.
Oh, it's mysterious.
Neither does the DM.
Is he waiting inside?
What?
Is he waiting inside?
Sorry to disappoint. I'm actually not going to be playing the one that you guys want.
Oh, I hate everything.
How close are you to ready?
From this mini, I imagine it's a paladin.
So they're gnomes.
You're led. They're halflings. You're led inside, and
so what's your flaw?
I haven't come up with a flaw yet, really.
We'll work on that. Come inside, and it's an active tavern. There's a table full of dwarves drinking away, being merry, sort of playing games and stuff like that.
Yes.
I want to go sit with them too. I got a beer.
You do recognize them. They're not from your city. They're from a neighboring city. But you.
Oh,
you've
so I
had
recognize
travel.
their clan.
Yeah. They've got like cloaks and stuff like that. This is a patrol that seems to have stopped here for a rest.
I've got a magnifying glass out, like everybody else is like marveling the tavern.
Well, I'm gonna go that way, and I'm gonna have an ale, and I'm gonna talk to them. And
I'm staring at the lumber. It's like, how do they get this wood down here?
Sons of bitches. On a far corner, sort of shaded away from everybody else, slowly sipping a glass of wine is a drow. Hood down, sort of looks up to see you and then continues about their way. Whatever your character is, I don't know. On another point, somewhere, doing something. Behind this big wooden bar is this huge half-elf gentleman, just bulging muscles in every direction, long Fabio-esque hair, and just big casks behind him all across the back wall, and above the bar, spanning
Don't hit the fan again.
I'm alright. Spanning the entire length of the bar, almost 15-20 feet, is a pure black blade hung up, a great sword, hung up above the bar. And as you enter the...
You said 15 feet?
15-foot fucking great
Holy
sword.
shit.
I'm gonna go talk to that guy.
Sephiroth's like, womp.
As the large half-elf gentleman is like, welcome! Pleasure to see you. Holland's Rest awaits you. How are you?
This big hulking half-elf standing over me and Gnome, like, you didn't take after your elvish ancestors, did you?
I took after both. I'm great. Name's Holland. Pleasure to meet you. What brings you here?
Right now, an ale.
Excellent.
I'm with her.
Rolls it across the bar to you.
Yeah, I'll have one of those also.
Your hood's disgusting.
Oh, the stories we could tell.
Yeah, starts passing out ale.
It's still warm.
Pleasure to meet you. How are you doing?
How much for the ale,
Good to
friend?
meet you, friend. Hey, huh?
How much for the ale, friend?
First one's on me.
Thank you.
You survived. Congratulations.
How do you have a working tavern down here in the Underdark? Behind Fool's Gate.
You do what you can. We all make a living. The dwarves supply most of it.
So that's where you got the wood.
Yep. I provide a safe place to rest, even in the worst parts of the world, and they bring me ale to sell back to them.
Everyone wins.
Everybody!
So what could you tell me about the big spider leg above your door?
Oh, that's a story. And some of the dwarves at the side table are like, oh yeah.
Here we
They
go
start
again.
pounding the...
You know what? This is infectious. I join in.
Yeah.
Well, that brings us to a bit of a tradition we have here at Holland's Rest, as well. I like to hold a contest.
Oh no.
You see, come with a song, a story. The greatest minds in the world find their way here, mine included. Hold a contest. And he puts out like what's to him is like he one-hands it, but it's like bigger than a head size of cask there, of a special brew we have here. Fine liquor, not made anywhere else in the world.
Oh no. Is this a drinking contest?
No, it's a storyteller's contest.
Oh.
Whoever has the best tale gets the ale. Of course, I never lived. Would you guys like to tell me how you got here?
Oh.
Now, one of the dwarves steps up. I'll go first. And it's this dwarven lady holding a harp, braid backs, fully armored. It's just like, I've been practicing, and everybody else at the table is like, oh shit. And they just start drinking off to the corner. Yeah, she sings badly, so this is appropriate. And she starts out, this is the ballad of Duchess and the Dragon. Maiden fair with devil's flair, having grace and power to spare. Tower tall, not soon to fall, full of triumph and despair. They just start drinking harder. Dragon's wings, a tale to sing. For destruction you cannot withhold. Story told, a dragon so bold to attack the mage of Gatehold. The beating of wings, a fiery thing, truly a terror to behold. Duchess cries, fire in her eyes, passion and bloodlust tenfold. Darkness spreads, horrid clouds overhead. Of this I wish I could lie. With terror and shriek, all frightfully bleak, tonight a dragon does die. Channeling fear and pride, darkness subside. The mage left bloody and bare, with a scar on her eye, a reminder to you and I of what dragons best not dare. So, yeah.
Is doing it in song form required?
Holland jumps in. Absolutely not! Please don't do it again! Wonderful story! Who's next?
I'll go. What?
He sits ready for your story.
I'll tell the story
Yeah,
of.
you don't actually have to.
No. Everybody except for Anaya is aware of Old Staff's losing his glory and stuff, and we've just reclaimed the crown, and here I am. I'm going to get the name back for my family.
And because you wouldn't know it, you go into a bit of detail, and you all hear Old Staff actually lost a son in this process. He lost the family fortune. He lost his good name. And he continued pressing on, and getting it back is huge. Your sort of nobility has regained its standing, and it was way more to him than I think most people understood. And it's a pretty good tale. Go ahead and roll a general charisma check. Yeah.
Okay.
Well, history. Because you are telling your family story.
14.
14. And it comes across pretty good. You get some of the ups, some of the downs, maybe a few details missed here and there, but they get the gist, and the dwarves are like, I heard of him, yeah! And they give a nice clap. One of the other dwarves butts in, this is a traditional one, and he starts singing a song, and it's, hi-ho, hi-ho, it's off to work we go. The rest of them join in, it's like, Holland's just like, that's not even technically a story, but I like it. Good gusto.
Can I tell the tale of Mr. Cat?
I think I'll take this one.
Including costume.
I was going to do it in character.
One of you roll with advantage. Pick between yourselves. It will be a history or charisma check.
I got a +7.
All right.
Yeah.
Well, I've got a +5 in history.
I got +7 in history.
Yeah, you guys do this.
Alright, so go ahead, roll
Yeah,
with
you do.
advantage. Has Joe Rags acting out, has Mr. Cat with the horrible remains of
Do
his-
better, or you're grounded.
You should roll really garbage, just to show
Out
him.
of spite. That was flipped.
Yeah, that was flipped. That was
Reroll that.
Reroll that
Hang
one.
on. I think it was a 20.
It was a 20. Not
All
bad.
right, 25.
25. And the story with dramatic
Beginner's luck is a thing.
with dramatic reenactments comes through. You tell pretty much what you know of Mr. Cat, which is starts out explosively dangerous and powerful, and has a very tragic end.
At the hand of trolls, like a little bitch.
Pretty quite literally at the hand of trolls.
Hence the.
As he's fighting off his own troll hand. And they're all a little bit horrified of you wearing his skin, but you know, the story's really well told.
Okay, the charades by him just now reminds me of that storytelling in Return of the Jedi. Vader!
And it gets
R2
thunderous
sound
applause as Holland steps in. That's amazing and terrible all at the same time. Everything I want to see in a story. Fantastic. Well,
Did we mention the part about how he almost got eaten by the thing that its leg is over your door?
Do you want to pet him?
roll a persuasion.
With advantage?
No.
No.
I do not. I do not want to pet your creepy coat.
I'm
Well,
less creepy. I took his hat.
Sad cat noises.
I like the hat though. Well, the story that you asked for, how I got that leg upon the door. You see, I was an adventurer like you once.
Until.
I did not take any arrows in the knee.
Damn it.
Too quick for them damn arrows. Our party was hired to. Well, there was a war. Is there still a war on the surface?
On and off.
Oh, cool. Well, there was a war at the time, and we were hired to see if we could find a way underground behind enemy lines. We strayed a bit too far.
I was about to say, so you chose the Underdark.
Well, it was the best path. We couldn't find one in the Dwarven roads. We reached further and further down, and, well, it didn't go quite as planned. We got lost, we got confused, and we found we were being followed. And it began to pick us off one by one. We were hunted. First, Donovan Knuckleback. He was a good man. And the two halflings sort of give a quick bow. It was their great-grandfather. He was our ranger. He was how we were trying to make our way through, but got snatched. We chased after him as long as we could, but we lost the trail. He was our tracker. The irony never lost on us. We never found him. We continued on, and then it was the wizard next. Taken from behind us, we don't even know when. Soon got quiet, and we never found him either. We pressed on, and the creature showed itself.
Maybe we should leave him in the middle of the party from now on.
The creature showed itself. We tried to attack, but it was quick. It took down our cleric, our dwarven friend. We buried him. Left him behind.
Oh dear.
I missed something.
The bodies we found.
Yeah, we found him.
Okay, I gathered that much. I thought I missed something else.
Oh,
We went to push on further, but after days of being lost and hunger setting in, we decided to hold a last stand. Me and our two friends. A halfling rogue, his wife, and Donovan's wife, Yennefer, and Baldric Kaba, our barbarian. Human man. Tough. We decided to hold a stand and wait for the creature. And it showed itself. The rogue struck, landed a blow, but it was the last strike he ever did. The barbarian charged, but the creature took him out. I wielded my blade, and with one fell swoop, cleaved the creature's leg from his body. It ran away like a cowardice bitch. And then
Dro speaks up. Yes, the coward that killed half of you. And takes a sip. He shoots her an eye and then goes back to the story. So I took the leg as my trophy, and I stayed. I stay here to remind that bitch that I'm here waiting for her. She ever
Alright,
shows
so
her face again.
Did you drink a potion of enlarge or something? How do you wield a blade that big?
Some things are a longer story. I've been grand for quite a few years, and I'll be grander still. But I won't leave this place. My adventuring's done. And if that spider ever shows its face, I'll cleave it in two. You bring me proof you killed it, I'll give you the sword.
I don't know if Jorak could wield that.
Right. Just pulls it out like
It's
a bag
not
of
for
holding.
anyone.
We have a bag of holding.
Oh, no. Absolutely not. You do not put bladed things in a bag of holding. That is the one thing you never do.
But that's my story.
How old are you?
Well, he's a half-elf, so...
How long do half elves live for?
Not as long as regular elves, but...
I'm older than I should be.
Yeah, because he was adventuring.
He looks young. And as he said, the people who work for him are now the grandchildren of his fellow companion.
Mm-hmm.
I would like to ask about Duchess. The song that the first person sang.
Oh, the Dragon Slayer?
Somebody actually recognized that. I'm glad.
I had never read that,
I kept it from the...
I didn't know that was a...
They were all hired by Duchess.
Wait, is that the same person that hired us?
Yes.
Duchess of Gatehold.
Mm-hmm.
And you would know from meeting her, some of the things stuck out, like the scar left on her eye. She did have a burn mark across her eye, which is strange to you, especially because she's a tiefling. Red-blooded, red-skinned, big horns. They're usually very resilient to fire, but this is all starting to come together now. A dragon's fire probably would be enough. It left a scar across her eye. Who are you asking? Are you asking the bard in training? And she sat back down a bit humbled after she didn't get quite the response she wanted. I'm still working on it.
I mean, can we ask both of them? I mean...
What are you asking? How are you asking? Who are you asking?
Alright, I'll ask the bartender, the big bulk elf here. You know, what do you know about Duchess? I heard...
Never heard of her. First time from the song.
Okay, well then I want to go talk to the bard.
You know, second hand, a bard came through the city once, and that's where I learned the song.
Wait, that wasn't your adventure?
No. I've never been to the surface. I'm just in training as a bard, and I learned the song. I know a few others. Would you like to hear?
No, thank you.
Oh. Fair enough. I'm sure you have more fun.
I'm gonna go talk to this wise-cracking drow in the corner.
So you start chatting, and your conversation continues on. I heard the story a bit. Apparently, the city of Gatehold was besieged by a grand red dragon. It attacked her mage tower, and as the story goes, she single-handedly fended it off, killed it. Though its body was never found, it was kept in the tower. Quite a prize. And she's developed quite a reputation from that and other small escorts. You don't know, they don't know much more than this specific story itself, but she's known to be quite intimidating, quite powerful, and a mixed reputation, because nobody really knows the full extent of what she can do. But clearly she can kill an adult dragon. Not sure exactly how old, but adult at least.
Well, let's see. She can also apparently cast the wish spell. That's our reward for this quest. So.
As was stated, she has a reputation for being powerful enough to probably do it. That's all you glean from that. You go to talk with the drow, and what's your opener? She's sitting there. She doesn't even look up at you as you approach.
I'm just complimenting her on the quick zing against the bartender there about the whole calling the spider a coward.
Doesn't take many. Doesn't take a quick wit to give a comeback for a story he's told 1,000 times.
Yeah, he does seem to have that one well practiced.
Mm-hmm. He tells it every time somebody comes in the bar.
If you're so sick of it, why are you still lying around here?
We all have our reasons.
Anybody on a quest down here, or is this just like a hangout spot? You guys just live here?
We'll roll persuasion.
17.
I am tasked to keep an eye. The Drow are here, and the spider's a friend. And we want to make sure he's out of our way.
The bartender. Oh, the spider.
As long as he stays in his hut, we're happy to have him. He decides to venture out, well, he does harm to our spider. We want to know, and we'll be taking our comeuppance.
So, translation, don't touch the spider.
I wouldn't suggest it. I'd love for you to try, though. She hungers.
Yeah, she kind of tried to nibble her friend earlier. He was lucky to get away alive.
Lucky indeed.
Alright.
It's okay. She usually gets second chances.
Alright, I won't keep your time. Thanks for the info.
Pleasure. She continues her drink. What? Describe your character for me, because I know nothing of you. I know not this place.
How do you want your guy to look? What color is his skin? What do his horns look like?
Oh, you tiefling?
Yes.
Yep. Yeah, I'm gonna basically go with the stolen design of the character that I'm using.
Oh, you're gonna look for his release form?
Basically.
I got a visual.
Yeah, he's essentially that.
Alright. So white skinned, but straight horns, long ears. Like it. You heavy armor and stuff like that?
Yeah, I'm gonna have to get that fleshed out a little bit more because I built it up to level 5.
This isn't a combat encounter, you're alright.
Yeah.
So you're hanging out, we can figure out what kind of starting gear we can get you going with. But you're there too as this group comes in. You made your way through here. This is the one safe haven in this place. It's a bit of a hub. So this chamber, this webbed spider chamber, as dangerous as it is sort of like the hub in this. Boys! It's sort of like the hub in this area. It's sort of all the other ways you could. Boys! All the other ways you could be going through here sort of join to this one spot.
Okay.
So presumably you came from some dwarven city, and you made your way here.
Sounds about right.
Because they do patrols through.
Now, backstory: he wouldn't have started in the dwarf village. Monastery and whatnot that he
made his way, but to get to this point, you shackled up with some dwarves for whatever your reasons are.
Makes sense. Couldn't have got here on his own.
Yeah.
Can I ask the doors what they think about the spider?
She's always been a thorn in our side. Never liked her, clearly. She's evil. But it's hard to contend with her. This is her home. We're at a disadvantage. We do patrols to try to help keep things safe in the area, and because this is the best route to Hammerfall, we come from Deepmount. And trade routes between Hammerfall and Deepmount are hard to guard, but that's what we're here for. And as many supplies as we can get to Holland here, the better. He keeps this as a nice hub to stop at. It's a nice respite. Here's an inn with some rooms, and this is usually where we spend our night before we continue on.
Any trouble around here aside from the spider?
Oh, there's lots of dangers in the Underdark. There's Umber Hulks, occasional hobgoblin, but that's not too bad. There's critters and crawlers. There's a couple of bugs you might want to look out for. Well, on their own, not too bad. They're big centipedes, but they travel in groups.
Oh boy. We have a wizard.
What are you gonna be?
Paladin.
Or have you not decided yet?
Tiefling
Tiefling
paladin.
paladin.
Besides that, the Drow keep your distance, and they usually keep to themselves. They have their own city in the area. If you'll know when you spot it. Turn around if you see the statue.
So
Statue. What statue?
It is humanoid on top, spider on the bottom,
oh no,
and it'll kill you. So don't.
what the statue?
The statue and the drow.
Can I roll a history when I hear them describe the statue?
Yes.
25.
It would not be the statue that you're searching for.
Oh no. Like I
That's
know.
what I was getting at.
I'm trying to recall like what kind of creature that is that the statue depicts.
Yeah, you would recognize that sort of description has a drider.
Oh boy.
It's a statue, clearly some sort of representation of the spider goddess.
I forget her name.
Yeah, Louth or something like that. I cannot pronounce it correctly.
The god that the drow worship.
Yeah. And it sounds like there is some danger assigned to the statue that wouldn't be related to a history check.
Yeah. That'd be an Arcana check.
Yeah.
Possibly.
And you would have to see it to recognize it.
So from what I gather, we're not going to make friends with the drow either way, so kill the spider?
Well, that's actually leading to my next question.
As they're talking around, you get handed a cast and say, good stuff. Dragonfire, I call it. Special brew.
All right, I'm gonna take a sip.
Yeah. It's got a little spout.
Oh.
It is a shot of hard liquor. You take it, it burns all the way down. And one of the halflings sort of comes up to you. Yeah, it's what we use to blow the fire into the lanterns. It helps clear out the area. It's very flammable. Keep it away from any open flames.
That's what I was thinking.
Oh my goodness.
Can I hold on to
You
that?
can include in your inventory a cask of Dragonfire.
Cask.
Alright, so my next question to the dwarves is, so if we were going to try and continue on our journey through here, any info on just how big the spider's territory is? Like how long we'd have to be on our toes?
Where are you heading?
We do not know exactly. All we know is it's deep down in Underdark. We are looking for some statue.
A statue? Holland creeps over. Okay, so it's not related to Drow, right?
No.
Anything else about the statue? No?
Do we know anything
Where it
else?
might be? There's a lot of paths in this area. I know pretty well. We were mapping it at the time. Trying to, at least.
They claim it stands before a sealed portal to the Hells.
He thinks for a second. I think I know the way you're going. I wasn't able to reach it myself, but I've heard of people who've made it that far. It's the hot path, hard to miss. And he sort of opens the door for a second, leans out and points to a direction. A few hours that way, you'll reach a tunnel. You see red glowing. That's the right direction. Be careful. There's another dragon down there. It's a volcano.
So about how far down that path do we have to watch out for the spider? What is her territory around here?
Well, she does control this territory here. It extends a bit, probably from whence you came, if you came from Hammerfall. And there is... A sticky note wasn't in the way. There's two other passages, one leading to the chasm. That is also its territory. The one in the Drow direction is her territory. Then there is the hot path, and then the path to the dwarven city of
What was it again?
Deep Mountain.
Deep Mountain.
Deep Mountain. The path to Deep Mountain would be pretty safe, but they don't usually take in people for very long unless you have a reason to be there.
Well, we'd be heading for the hot path anyway, if that's where our goal
And
is.
the spiders don't venture there because it's
Too hot for them.
Yeah, it's too hot for them. So it's safe up there. There's not usually a lot of fodder in there. Just stay away from the dragon's den, and you'll be fine. You'll come to a door. I actually look at my thing. Yeah, past the dragon's den, you'll find a doorway that's enchanted. It'll be past that.
Okay.
I've never been past the doorway.
Might be something worth looking into. Thank you for that.
You're welcome.
Guys. So
Anytime.
Where do we go from here?
I want that sword.
Well, I would suggest, because he's looking around at well, you look bloodied for different reasons, but you're sort of exhausted condition. He's like, I do have rooms for rent if you're interested, and of course ale and food if you're interested as well.
Alright.
5 gold a person for the night. If you'd like your own rooms.
Sounds
If you're
good.
doing a group rate, I'll do 10 gold for the lot of you. But you'll have to share.
I'm gonna do 5 gold. I'm the only lady in this mess.
Of course, milady.
I'm not sleeping in the same room.
And he pushes over another ale.
Yeah, I will take my own room, thank you.
Alright. So mark off 5 gold, everyone who's buying their own room.
Who wants to bunk with me? Tiefling Paladin. How you doing?
The guy you just met.
Sure, why not?
Hey, Ruby.
Did we even?
To be
You
fair,
haven't met him. Nobody's approached the paladin.
I brought him an ale.
Oh, I'll approach him.
Yeah, me and her walk over with an ale.
No.
I'm probably excited. I probably haven't seen too many creatures aside from dwarves and fish people. So I'm like, oh, you're cool. What are you?
You're a devil.
Are you the devil?
just for flavor purposes, I want them to roll to see if it, for perception, I'm wearing a hood. I don't
Okay.
want people to know right off the bat that I'm a tiefling. Not everybody
Oh.
loves tieflings.
They do face a bit of
Alright.
prejudice.
6.
So
I see nothing.
Yeah. No.
I can't see shit.
perception
What's a
of
human doing down there?
23.
Alright, you
Hey,
notice.
So,
What's up, hooded stranger?
hello.
I'm not gonna judge based on
Yeah,
I'm
you don't
a
give a
half
shit.
orc, so
Yeah,
I'm like,
you're like, whatever.
So you're not even going to
I'm
point
drunk,
out
I'm
that
just
he's
going with
a
him.
tiefling.
I'm like,
Awesome.
what's up?
Hello.
So what are you doing down here? We got dwarves, a drow. Stay away from her.
What was that? Who's her?
The drow.
Drow.
Oh.
Remember the intro photo I got from her? Yeah. I know she's
Right.
not here on a nice vacation.
We're headed down to a place called the Hot Path, apparently. Sounds hot.
There's hot.
Can I tag along?
Sure. I want to kill that damn spider and get that sword. That thing's huge.
Okay, how are you going to wield a sword 15 feet long?
That's future Jorag's problem.
You look over at it, and it is a beautiful blade. It looks pure black, but as you observe it, it's almost like it's deeper inside of it. And you look in, it's almost like you can see like stars in the distance, looking through it. Big handle, strapped in. Yeah, it's a big, beautiful sword.
Well, if that spider
I
bit me earlier, it's gonna die either way. This way we can get a cool sword.
I start making notes
You
to
mean
myself.
you can get a cool sword out of it, and the rest of us try not to die?
Experience.
He's going on about this. I basically start trying to make notes of how to make this work. Like, okay, make sure to prepare and large reduce later.
Are we
Roll an
enlarging
Arcana
him or
check.
reducing the sword? How does
Either.
this work?
I'm gonna let him know. Keep your eye on this one.
Roll an Arcana check.
My name is Jorag. Remember that.
11.
Nah. That's it.
I'll worry about it after we get the sword.
Do you have a name yet?
My name's Chrono.
Nah, you
Oh
can see
yeah.
Simple, I like it.
Cool name. I call you Chrono, you call me Jorag. Nothing else.
Roll a perception check. You're right.
Hey,
Oh, wait, you spelled it? Oh,
yes, I spelled
never
it.
mind.
Oh.
I picked up on that.
Unless you spelled it in Dwarvish.
I spelled it. I rolled a 22.
I said it in undercommon.
Oh yeah, it didn't matter.
Don't-
You
I know that.
hear him start spelling something, and you're just like,
Don't test
I
my
don't know what
dice
that
when
is.
it's against my party.
That's great.
Oh my goodness.
so,
So,
there are
yeah.
dwarves drinking. They're fucking around. 2 of them are doing like an arm wrestling contest and beating the shit out of each other. every now
So,
and then.
Chrono, what brings you to the Underdark? Why do you want to join our little band of misfits?
I'm looking for someone.
Hey, Rowan.
Someone precious to me was taken. I think she was taken deep underground.
You're gonna have to send me your backstory.
I will.
Yeah, I'm like,
Who's the one who talked to the drow?
Hey,
Me.
hey,
What did that drow chick even say to you?
She's basically here on surveillance, keeping an eye on the bartender. She doesn't want him to kill the spider.
So you're saying if we mess with the spider, we need to kill her?
If we mess with the spider, we're pretty much like enemies of the state of the drow.
But everybody's enemies of the state of the drow anyway, so...
Yeah, pretty much.
So should we kill her now?
I don't know what her capabilities are. I mean, if she's here to watch him, I say, like pointing to the hulking bartender, I don't know if we can take her.
Bartender sort of looks over. No fighting.
How does that?
He's just looking straight. No fighting. I got the sword. No fighting. You pull your weapon up on mine. Goes
All right, no disrespect, Barkeep, but I also, it's been on my mind. How did you swing something that big down here in these caverns?
And you do it, and he's like over almost the entire top of the bar, just, and it's back up on the wall.
Neat, but okay, that's in the building. I was wondering if like these caves, but okay.
Too bad Joe Rag is like the tallest one.
Dead.
Roll a persuasion.
I want to know why the drow said that the spider killed half.
Okay, my die loves to have 11s tonight.
He's just like, my secret. Ah!
That's right. Spider secret.
I'm sorry, what was your question?
The drow said you half of you died to that spider.
Yeah,
What half?
Half his party, she meant.
It picked off half of us before we even put up a fight. That's my shame. And she loves to rub my face in it. But everybody's welcome here at Holland's Rest.
Except the spider.
Oh, I'd love for it to show up. It'll be the one day I allow fighting.
And she'd check in, but she'd never check out.
So what you do?
Hotel California.
You just knock down all the lanterns between the spider and Holland's Rest.
I was planning on using your cask of dragon fire to set the damn thing on fire.
That's not a bad idea.
Suicide mission with a halfling.
I mean, you have a familiar, and he has a...
He's a gnome.
He's a gnome?
He's this fucking big.
Just saying, we have a very flammable cask of alcohol here.
Yes.
Insect.
What you do?
I am not sacrificing Jarvis.
No, he's sacrificed a gnome.
Well then, I'll just chuck the thing at it.
I wouldn't do that. I'm all new.
Well, I do have a manner of ways to help me survive if I did be the
Here's what we
decoy.
do. Here's what we do. All right. We have a cask of like Everclear. Let's be honest. All right. Somebody chugs it and then gets eaten by the spider. The spider gets drunk.
And then just swallows a match.
If only we had expendable teammates.
I'm over here talking to this guy. I'm not a part of this at all.
The cat cloak was getting
I'm
in my
just not
beard,
having
so
a conversation with you because it would require shouting over everybody.
I have a feeling like on Joe Rag's team, everybody's an expendable teammate.
Including Joe Rag.
I survived on 1 hit point.
Sounds like you're the one to get eaten by a spider.
Mr. Chrono, is your person a family member? Or is there anything else you can tell us about her before getting upset?
Nah, she was the sister of the church that took me in.
So she's as good as family.
Yes.
I'm helping Mr. Chrono. Nothing's more important than family.
Sounds a little closer than that. This is a really precious person to you, isn't it?
I like Chrono because he's cool looking.
That's pretty Joe Rag for you.
And you guys are like, what does he look like? I'm like, cool.
Don't worry about it. He's great.
Yeah.
Hey, he's part of a church, man.
Joe Rag picks friends the way kindergartners pick friends.
Yeah.
I do have
Sweet haircut.
I do have -1 intelligence.
Oh my god, are those new shoes? You can run so fast now.
Alright. So is anything else anybody's doing before you take a long rest?
Nope, I'm just gonna stay chatting to him the rest of the night, getting to learn him a little bit, which he can tell us after he figures out his total backstory and sends it to us.
Alright, so before we put a long rest, like how long do we have before we take a long rest?
Oh, that's up to you.
Do we have like a couple short rests in there? Because I need like, what did you say?
6 hours.
6 hours. I need like 10 hours. That might be too long.
I mean, it's up to the group how long you guys stay here.
I'm fine. I mean, I want to kill the spider, so I want to stay here till the damn thing's dead.
I mean, 100.
Okay, so take a day of prep time. Just let him get his spells inscribed. I mean, this is a safe place we can stay for a day.
Holland's not going to kick you out.
I paid for a room.
Yeah, you paid for a room. It's going to cost you another round for another 5 gold for the next day.
Alright.
But yeah, you get time to inscribe your spells.
Right.
So that's done. You'll get a chance to get fully healed. We're going to go ahead and end there for the night then.
Yeah.
After a full day's rest downtime, you can get a chance to know your new buddy. We'll cover that in the next session if you want. And then everybody healed up and rest up for the next time.
Okay, if we are going to kill the spider, I might switch my armor back to the other mode. Because now we've lost a frontliner.
Well, we gained a front.
We also gained a
To be
frontliner.
fair, yeah.
There's more frontliner now than
Yeah.
there was before.
Yeah.
Maybe this time he'll survive.
Maybe.
Maybe if the
Sorry.
DM doesn't kill him.
I make no promises. Alright. Good game.
It's the
GG.
way the dice roll.